Okay, we're live. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It's the 30th anniversary for David Fincher's Seven. And yeah, with me tonight, we have Jim from Jim's Movie Channel and Kenny over at Kenny's Movie Palace.
Hey,
So what's up,
everybody.
guys?
Nothing
Not
much.
much.
How
How
are
you
you?
doing?
Oh yeah, all is well. All is well. Just, trying to get myself calmed down because everything I was doing here just made me end up running a little late. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me for this tonight. This is
No, thanks for the invite.
easily up there. This is really just easily up there as one of my favorite movies from the 90s.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I can never get tired of watching this movie. Like, it's, another thing is like, how epic and big the twist is in this movie. I always get excited for it, even though, you people like us, we've seen it so many times. I get so excited for it all the time. So it's such a good build up. But yeah, movie is 2 hours, 6 minutes. I got the Internet Archive link is pinned at the top for anyone who's going to be joining in with us. So we're going to get this started fairly soon, though, because, we're a little restricted with time here tonight. So we're probably going to get this started in like the next 5 or 10 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, it's all good.
But yeah, if you Kenny and Jim, if you guys want to, I don't know, discuss anything coming up with your channels or,
You've seen this, right, Kenny?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know you're not a big horror guy, but
Yeah,
Seven's pretty.
I've seen it once.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's people always talk about the Silence of the Lambs, and Silence of the Lambs is a great movie. Don't get me wrong. I prefer Seven. I think Seven is without a doubt the best film of its type from that era in my eyes. It's so dark, it's so depressing, it's so dread-inducing. I love it, and I still think it's Fincher's best movie.
Yeah, I would have to
I love
agree
Fincher,
with that.
but I still think it's his best movie.
Yeah, I would have to really agree with that. And obviously, this was the movie where he really redeemed his career from after doing not Halloween 3, Alien 3.
Alien 3.
But yeah, I think a lot of us know.
He got fucked on Alien 3, man. I don't hold that shit against him at all. I really don't.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver's the only person who had his back in that whole process. And, and he's the first one to admit that. She was always there for him. But the studio fucked him on that. So.
Right. Yeah. Even like, I remember like, when I first bought the quadrilogy set and I was watching like all like the documentary features stuff. And whenever the camera is on Fincher, man, he looks like he is having an awful time making Alien 3. Just not having fun making that movie. But yeah, definitely another prime example of a studio getting in the way of a filmmaker like that.
There you go, man.
Yeah, that set right there, right? Yeah,
I fucking love this set.
I think I had, like, come to think of it now, I have the DVD and the Blu-ray set of it actually.
Yeah, but the Blu-ray doesn't have the special features on it. That's the reason why I kept this. It's just got both versions of the movies, like this does.
Right.
But this one's got those. I mean, shit. There's like 6-hour documentaries on each one of these damn movies in this thing. I mean, I love it. They got the feature of Resurrection when Sigourney hits the basketball shot.
Right.
And you see the unedited reaction of Ron Perlman literally shitting his pants. I mean, it's gold. It's all gold.
I love catching that, like, either on like YouTube or like Instagram, like, someone will upload like a short of it. She throws that shot and everyone's just like watching it go, and everyone's like, oh shit. They had to like go back and edit all that noise out of it because they were like, oh, the shot was so perfect, but everyone's reaction.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's funny you mentioned that though.
Sorry.
But no, all good, man. That set's been out for a long time now, but that's still, a very relevant and effective thing that you can go back and have, plenty of rewatchable value with. So
yeah. Like I said, I'll keep that just for the bonus features forever.
Yeah.
If I want to watch the movies, I'll watch them on Blue. But for the bonus shit, yeah, definitely.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, with I don't know if you guys have Jim, I don't know if you have the 4K for 7, but I ended up picking this up at one point here. It's this is actually the Digipack. I remember when they first released the 30th anniversary, it was like in a steelbook edition or whatever. But
no, I don't have 4K.
It's I think the 4K does look really nice. It's just at times I feel like I've probably seen this movie so many times. It's like when I look at Brad Pitt as Mills, it's like his face can be a little orange in some scenes, and I'm just like, what? Does he always look like that in this? Like,
Yeah, no, I haven't upgraded to 4K, and basically I probably won't, just because I don't want to start all over again and start double dipping again.
I mean, you know what though? Like in my personal opinion, I still kind of prefer the Blu-ray. I think the Blu-ray.
I love Blu-ray. I'll
perfect.
stick to Blu-ray until it's done. I love Blu-ray.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like formats and buying movies and keeping up with everything, I'm very pleased with Blu-ray and the way that is. I only go after certain 4Ks for certain movies that are just a big deal for me, or if I find them cheap enough.
Right. Yeah, people are buying the Naked Gun in 4K, and it's like, why?
Right. Yeah. Right, dude. I hear you there, man. It's funny though, like over the years since like 4K has come out, it's like I won't buy I'll start like saying to certain movies I won't buy that 4K or this one, but then Black Friday comes around and you find them cheap, and it's like, I gotta buy that. It's only like $8,
Because sometimes they're cheaper than the Blu-ray.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I was going to
right.
say I've got 4K Blu-ray combo packs on my shelf that were Black Friday deal doorbusters or whatever, and they're cheaper than the Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
That Train to Busan 4K Blu-ray I got at Walmart for like $8.
Wow, I'm kind of jealous over that.
4K.
I think I paid like 15 for the Blu-ray.
Yeah, 4K, man, with the Blu-ray, and it was like, hell yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah. Train to Busan, man, Jesus Christ, what a relentless ride that is.
Yeah,
and like I remember when I first saw the trailer and people were like really hyping it up, I was like, this doesn't really come off as a big deal to me. But once I actually watched the movie from start to end, I was like, whoa, all right, now I see what people are talking about with this.
Yeah, me and Sean, the other Sean, Movie Assault Sean, we got Kenny to watch it, and he did immediately. He Instagrammed both of us and was like, dude, this movie's fucking great. It's like, yeah. Any horror movie that can get you to weep uncontrollably at the end is effective.
Right.
And I've seen that movie a dozen times, and it still chokes me up every goddamn time. It is just so good.
And I like it because that chubby guy that's in it.
Oh yeah, man.
He's a very good actor.
Yeah, he's one of the Eternals, man.
Another thing is like that movie does such a good job. Like there's just so many moments where the father and the daughter are about to get mauled. And it's like they just find a way to squeeze out of it. It's like, holy shit.
That's the movie that World War Z wants to be.
I mean,
it really is, you know?
Yeah, that's World War Z. That was a one and done, right?
They're trying to make a sequel to it, and supposedly Fincher was in talks to like direct that shit. And it's like, why? Unless you're going to make a hardcore zombie flick like the book was originally intended to be, don't bother. Because
the only
me and my buddy Pete were talking about this. The only book to movie adaptation that is further removed from the source material than say Running Man, because that is completely different, is World War Z, because that movie's got nothing to do with the book other than the title. At least Running Man's got the names of the characters and a couple lines of dialogue and the general gist of the stalkers and this and that and the other. But World War Z has nothing to do with the source material. Nothing.
Yeah.
Right,
I don't even know too much about that, but I mean, I don't know. But what's it called? They made the sequel to it, Peninsula, right?
To Train to Busan, yeah.
Yeah, I had that in my collection too. That's just a whole different movie from what you get with the first one. Like
Kenny
has its moments. I think Peninsula has its moments.
Me and Sean hated it, but Kenny liked it.
I liked it.
We let Kenny go first on we did a blind review on that, a double feature with that and Godzilla -1. And all three of us thought Godzilla -1 was incredible, because it is incredible. And Peninsula starts, and we're like, okay, Kenny, you start. And he's going on and on and on about, I like this about it. I like this about it. I like this about it. This one made me choke up here, there. And me and Sean get up, and we're both like, I love you, Kenny.
No, that's
we
good
watched
though.
the same movie. I mean, oh yeah, man. It was like, but yeah, there's moments in that movie that are really cool. There really are. But compared to Train to Busan, if they just called it Peninsula and not Train to Busan presents Peninsula, like billing it like a sequel,
yeah,
maybe it wouldn't have been as bad, but it's not.
I think attaching that title is they're trying to cash in on
Well,
how
it's
well
the same
first
guy.
one did.
The same guy who wrote and directed that one. So it was like, he tried to keep it all in the same universe or whatever. But again, the first one is like an action horror movie, but it's got heart. You know what I mean?
Right.
You cared deeply about those characters.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that about Peninsula. Kenny cared about them. Okay.
Right.
Whereas me and no, because Kenny's got a big heart, and I mean that as a compliment. Okay, Kenny is. He's a big-hearted guy. Me and Sean, on the other hand, we're cynical bastards. We're both like, oh, fuck that annoying ass kid, man. I hope the zombies eat him. That sort of shit.
Yeah. But no, that's good. Like, Kenny, I am aware that you're not like, like horror is not your main genre and everything, but that's good to see that you are, trying to be open-minded to it.
Branch out.
He's getting into it, and he's getting into good ones too, man. I mean, thank God he's not like, we're not telling him, hey, Kenny, watch a Serbian film. Shit like that. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff that I wouldn't recommend to Kenny. You know what I mean? Just like there's a lot of stuff that he has on his shelf that he wouldn't recommend to me, just because he knows it's not my thing. So.
Yeah. But, it's like, Kenny, I can never pinpoint exactly how I discovered you here on YouTube. It was probably from like someone doing like a contest or something and mentioning channels. I just know eventually I came across your channel and I would watch a lot of your unboxings, and you're definitely you're one of those people that always takes advantage of like, deals on Hamilton Book, which I think more people really should go on there. If you're a movie collector, you have to go on, Hamilton Book at some point, take advantage of those deals.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a sponsorship with that Hamilton Book for a while now. No go still, but I'm still trying. And Tubi, because I love Tubi. Tubi's my favorite streaming. And Whatnot. Well, I don't. I've cut off Whatnot. I've totally cut off Whatnot because that was getting to be like really bad. Like, because I don't sleep at night that well. So it's like I'll go on Whatnot, and usually there's the people from LA and stuff are on, and it's like they're giving out like deals and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, and it's by the time it's like I had like 16 boxes coming at my door at one time, and it's just like, and it's like, and I'll buy like I don't like to go like I see these people, I won't name them on the YouTube, they'll buy like 8 and 10 of the same movie. Yeah. Because it has a same slip cover or something.
This one's got a lenticular slip. This one has this slip.
And this one's the Target exclusive. This one's the Walmart exclusive. This one, I mean, I seen one guy, he bought eight. This was when, oh my God, Thor. The Thor Love and Thunder.
Oh, Jesus.
I spent $3 on it, and I felt I overpaid for it.
You did.
Blu-ray, okay? This guy, opening weekend, bought like 9 different versions of it because it was a steel book. And I'm thinking to myself, those steel books are like about $40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like you go, and he had like, and I'm just like, I'm banned from his channel because I asked him a question. I didn't curse or anything like that. And I said to him, I said, dude, why do you need nine of the same movie? And
especially
people were
that fucking movie.
Well, it didn't even. I just brought up that because I just thought of that one. But it was just. But my thing was, why do you need 9 of the same movie? Like, I'll double dip. Like, my favorite movie is Uncle Buck. I have it on DVD. I have it on Blu-ray, and I bought it on Kino Lorber when Kino Lorber had the sale. okay, for 4K. You know, and I understand people have certain like favorite movies. Like I see like people like Jaws. You know,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. You know, it's like Star Wars. Anything Star Wars comes out, I am like, you know, here's my money. You know what I mean? And, and it's just like because I like do like I have like a sponsorship with the Movies Are USA biz.
Yeah.
Joe, who does a really good job like burning the bootlegs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And whenever I ask him for something, he'll bring it. So I'm also a buyer from him. So it's not like I say on my videos. Not only do I buy, you know, but I bought the Grindhouse version of Star Wars. Now I don't want to watch the other ones that I have of Star Wars because I like the Grindhouse versions of it, you know? So it's like I have it on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. I have it like on all the other like DVD, like the box sets. And the stupid one that I bought on the Grindhouse for $15 on Joe's site, that's the one I watch all the time.
Yeah,
when
but
I want to
again,
watch it.
that's the exception, not the rule.
Right.
You know what I mean? These guys that, you know, a lot of these guys I think just get free product from somebody, because if not, it's like they must be Trump rich, because who could afford as many movies as these people get each week?
Yeah, I don't. There's like one guy who gets like all of the Kino Lorber titles every month, and I'm like, God bless you, dude. You know, and plus when you're getting that many, you have. I feel like if I'm getting something for free, I feel like an obligation to watch the movie and put out a review for it.
Right.
You know, and it's like some of the movies I got from Joe the last time, honest to God, I think there was like 3 of them I've heard of. The other ones I like literally had to like look up on IMDb and read them because it was like I didn't, you know, and it was like I just asked them, you know, to send me like I told them on the note, and this is the truth. I said it's spooky season. You know, some of my viewers like spooky movies. I said just send me the new stuff that you want me to show for your site. Okay, and I got it like the next day. Like literally, he shot it out priority.
Nice.
Okay, so it's like it might not, you know, come with me, but like other people, like I've loaned out a couple of them to a couple of my friends. They loved it, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just like it might not be my bag, but hey, there's other people that enjoy that, and that's why it's like I don't like. I think I'm limited with the horror thing because I've just gotten into it. So I don't like piss on anybody else's candy because I don't like something.
Right.
You know? So
And that's how you discovered Two Girls in a Cup.
No, I've never seen that.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they keep on telling me about that, and I was like, nah, it's okay.
Yeah, you could skip that one.
But all right, so just gonna run through the chat really quick since we have just a few people here, and then we're gonna jump into the movie here. So anyone in the chat that's joining us, Internet Archive link is pinned at the top. That's really the best way to watch it if you don't own it. It is on Look Movie also, but yeah, let's go ahead and say hello to people
and
here.
HBO Max, that's how I'm watching it.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. All right, so I know we got Anthony Chobits here. He recently hit 1K again, but yes, congratulations, Anthony.
Congrats, Anthony.
But yeah, good to see you doing well there, Anthony. Thanks for stopping by. And we also have George is here, the Sailor Outlaw. What's up there, George?
What's up, George?
Yo, everyone, and Sean. Yeah, thanks for stopping by here. Hopefully you're having a good week. And
has anybody heard from Greg lately?
Greg Brewer?
Yeah.
You know what? I checked a couple weeks ago. There's no activity on his Instagram. And it's funny you said it because I just was randomly thinking about it yesterday. I checked again. There's no activity on his Instagram. So I just hope the guy is alive.
Yeah, I hope he's doing good too, because he usually sends me little jokes and stuff, and I haven't heard from him lately. So if you're out there, Greg, I hope you're doing good, buddy.
Yeah, I every now and then he crosses my mind because I mean he's even requested some movies that we've done here on the channel. He's
Yeah.
usually in the chat. I've told him time and time before, I don't expect you to always be here, even though he always is. But yeah, he's another one that would interact with me daily on Instagram, sending me reels and all types of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, he's a really good guy.
But see, as soon as you said Greg, like without the last time, like he's got to be talking about Brewer, I think. But hopefully I just hope he's alive and well. That's
right, right.
But yeah, we also have Acres of Movie. I'm sorry,
Stacey.
Acres of Movies. That's right. Her name's Stacy.
Stacy.
So
Stacy had us
you.
going pretty good on the stream me and Kenny were on earlier today. She was asking all kinds of goofy questions.
What time did you guys go live? Was that earlier? Like,
yeah, we were. Well, it was over on my buddy Ali over in the UK. His stream. He does a weekly stream on Mondays, and lately, me and Kenny have kind of taken over. America, fuck yeah! So you know.
Yeah, at that point I was too busy helping my dad with a few things, but I could try to catch the replay for that later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, like real quick though, like I honestly, between you, Kenny and Sean, you guys always get great discussions going. It's just sad sometimes that there's not like a thicker chat. That's all. But besides that, like I love what you guys do, and it was fun joining you guys for the Stephen King stream and everything.
Oh,
I know it ran a little long, and we probably didn't get to discuss everything that we really wanted to discuss, but I get excited over anything Stephen King related. So
yeah, no, that was a lot of fun with you, Sean, and we're definitely going to have you on again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's if whatever it is you guys plan in the future with all that, just give me a heads up, and more than likely I'll be able to join you.
Yep. This week on French homosexual porn movies.
Fuck, it's out of my league there.
Did you see that one, Kenny?
No.
But Stacy's got a question. What's your favorite horror trailer of all time, or a few you really like? Like I was like reading that a little ahead of time, but like I don't know, one trailer with especially with this time of year that I always like to watch, gets me excited mainly because of the music, is actually Halloween 3. I really love that trailer.
Maximum Overdrive trailer. We were talking about that on the show. That one at the time was funny as hell, and it's still funny as hell. I'm going to scare the hell out of you, and and this, and that, and the other.
Yes, right.
But
I'm going to scare the shit out of you.
I still think the coolest, quote unquote, horror trailer that I can remember. I mean, it freaked me out when I was a kid, and it's still effective. Was for the original Alien.
Oh,
all you see is like little flashes with the letters, and then you see that fucking egg crack open, and that's all it is. And then in space, no one can hear you scream. That's all it was. It was like a little, but it was so effective, So,
dude, that trailer to me is a prime example of a tension builder, especially in a trailer.
Yeah,
it slowly goes into that egg and everything. You haven't. I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, what the fuck is in there? It's
exactly
first time watch. But we got Russell's here, Sonny Barger. So, and I think that no, we had. I'm sorry, but yes, Jen is joining in with us here tonight. Hello there, Jen. Thank you for joining us. So,
thank you for the kind words, Jen, on my long walk review. I appreciated that. She left a very nice comment.
Yeah, I think I watched that late last night, your review for it.
Yeah, you left a nice comment too. Thank you.
Dude, I'm really excited to check it out though. Like at this point, I'm not really big on going to the theater that much anymore, so I'm probably just gonna wait for it to pop up on Look Movie. But another thing is too, like as much as I love to collect movies, I love collecting Stephen King adaptations. So more than likely I'm gonna be buying that and adding that to the collection.
Yeah, it's not a feel-good movie, but it's extremely well made. So I love it. Best movie of the year for me.
But yeah, I think Jen will be joining in with us. She hasn't seen it in a long time, so we'll try our best not to spoil too much really ahead of time. But
what's in the box? Sorry.
But I think that might be it for now, or at least until I get the movie going here. Just want to make sure I'm not skipping over any. This little freaking thing that you have to go on here. Oh, Anthony's here. Anthony Mendiolo. What's up, Anthony? What's up, Sailor Heart Queen? What's up, Sonny? All right, yeah, good to see that.
I tried to welcome everybody in here.
Thank you, Kenny. Thank you. I know from even watching the streams that you guys, you're usually pretty good at navigating the chat and everything.
Not me. I ignore it.
No.
Unless it's on my show and I have no choice,
Right, that's understandable, but dude, it can be a lot juggling all that. Sometimes it can be really kind of distracting, get you off of your your game with doing what you normally do on here. But let's go ahead and get this going here. So Internet Archive link is pinned at the top. If you guys are ready now, we will do a 10-1 and we'll get the show on the road here. Give everybody just a moment to get ready. So movie's 2 hours, 6 minutes. So, and like I told you guys, if you guys got to bounce out here at any time, no problem. Go ahead and do it. All right. Everyone's ready. We're going to do a 10-1 now. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play, you motherfuckers. Now, I don't know if you guys have... Oh, go ahead.
No, I just said New Line Cinema.
Oh, okay. Now, well, since you mentioned that, like, what is the deal with New Line? Isn't it like mostly owned now by Warner Brothers, right?
Oh, it has been for forever. Let me turn this down.
I know, but like, I just feel like the New Line Cinema logo and everything is just like something you don't see anymore,
Oh no, they still do. I mean, like Weapons and Final Destination were both New Line releases, but they're under the Warner umbrella.
Okay.
So you'll see the New Line come up, and then at the bottom it'll say a Warner Brothers Discovery Company or whatever the hell it is these days. HBO Max times 10. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there.
They keep shortening it. Eventually it's just going to be HM.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys already in the first scene. Morgan Freeman's getting dressed. Okay. First of all, why is there always a chess board in a single man's house?
Yeah.
Every movie you see, like you'll see a chessboard of like they're playing chess by themselves or something.
Because it shows that he's a loner, that he's
intelligent,
single man, and that he's intelligent. Exactly.
Okay, and a second of all, who makes your bed? That dude has like military pleats, like in there getting dressed,
and that shows that he's thorough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it goes by a code.
I'm thinking of myself. Why the hell is it like?
Sometimes you need that kind of structure, It's like routine, It's getting up at a certain time. I get the vibe from Somerset, Morgan Freeman, that he wears the same wardrobe. Closet's probably full of the same wardrobe all the time. He's just a very routine type of person. And, even since we're just speaking on that, like, I don't know if you guys have a favorite character in this movie, but I really think Somerset, played by Morgan Freeman, is someone I could sit down and have a beer with. I feel like I can relate to the guy. And, his character overall comes off as a very subtle type of burned out cop. He's coming to the end of his career and everything. It's like, he already catches on from like the first, the first killing and everything, that this is going to drag out for a while. So he really does distance himself away from it and tries to just pass it off the mills. But, the more it goes on, the closer he gets to retirement, and he realizes that Mills is just a very inexperienced person and needs some help along the way. He just can't get away from it no matter what he does.
I love Arlie Army's character.
Timestamp for Anthony. We are 3:45 in.
I'm at 3:10, so I'm behind you guys.
I'm at 3:15.
Yeah,
so
that's where I'm at.
Probably closer to you, Jim, but it's all good. We're all in the same area.
Yeah,
so
it's more or less all the same thing.
But you know what, though?
Army,
go ahead.
is the captain. I love in this movie because he's not screaming and hollering like a drill sergeant, you know.
Right.
And I love how he like at the beginning of the movie he's kind of like ignoring Brad Pitt's character and just come on, Morgan Freeman, just take care of this kid, blah blah blah. You're going to save me a headache. But then by the end of the movie, no spoilers, he has more or less the last line in the movie where he's like, "Don't worry, we'll take care of him." Like he really does care and stuff. And it's just, I think it's a very subtle performance. I really like it.
He slowly drifts.
I think R. Lee Ermey is definitely great, and it's good to see him outside of well, in some ways it is kind of hard to see him outside of Full Metal Jacket at times.
Saving
when I think of shit. But like when I think of him, it's like Seven, Full Metal Jacket, and also Willard.
Yeah.
He's in the Willard remake with Crispin Glover. So like those are like the three movies that come to mind. Oh, even Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake too. Also,
one of these days, I know you were saying that you might not be doing this in the future, but one of these days we are going to do a watch for Boys and Company C, because that is available on Look, and as far as I know, you still haven't seen that. And
no, I haven't seen it before.
That is Full Metal Jacket a decade before Full Metal Jacket, and R. Lee Ermey is phenomenal in it. So
banded finger.
Honestly, I think we could get a stream done for that one, maybe after the Halloween season, maybe November, something like that.
Yeah.
Just try to run that. Like I know we did briefly talk about it before, so just maybe run it by me again sometime in the future, and we'll see if we can get that together. But that is one movie I want to check that off my list and see it, man. I really do.
It's so fucking good. It's my favorite Vietnam movie. It really is. You bring me closer to God.
Yeah, dude. Apparently from like collecting info and stuff last night to just make a post about the 30th anniversary. Apparently, like the title, like just the stylized titles in the credits here is really what like revitalized that in movies. Like Seven is really responsible for that, for making people more creative with the title design and stuff.
Yeah, and it was so unnerving at the time.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah. It sets the tone so well.
I mean, I know when I first saw this, I had to rent it on VHS. I was so young. I think I was 13, 14 years old when this came out. So like, no way I was getting in the theater to see this. Even though I remember the first time I ever saw an R-rated movie was Dead Presidents in the same year, 95, because my brother and his friends were going out. My dad's like, you want to go out, you got to take your brother with you. And we snuck into the theater because there was no way we were buying tickets for it. We snuck into the theater, and that was my first R-rated experience in a theater.
Yeah, you told me about that when you were on my show.
Yeah, it's something I'll never forget
because it froze up on me.
Oh, okay. 648, 49, 50.
Cool. I'm there. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm watching on Look, and for some reason it froze up. I don't know why.
You know what, dude? It happens to me. It happens to Jen. I think it happens to almost everyone that uses Look Movie, like often. It just, I don't know. I know sometimes
didn't even
people
think
can't
about
even
grabbing
access
my
the
Blu-ray.
site.
I'm sitting.
Some people can't even access it. It's all good. Whatever works,
Yeah, no, I know this movie by heart as it is. I've seen it so many times. And what the hell, I used to sit in on your guys' watch parties and not watch the movie and just fuck with people in the chat.
Yeah.
Making queef jokes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that shit ran its course. Oh my God.
Johnny asking me if I'm freezing my balls off.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You used to be out in the garage in the wintertime checking in with all of us. I remember that shit now.
Where's this movie taking place at?
They never say.
Yeah, I think it's Atlanta, right? I thought it was Atlanta.
They never specify the city.
Or is it that
all they keep referring to it is the city. I hate living in the city. I like living out there. I mean, they never specify what it is.
I don't know why. I could have thought, like, I could have swore it was like Atlanta, somewhere in Georgia or
They
something.
might have
like that.
filmed it there, but yeah, like I said,
Maybe that's what it is. I'm thinking of that.
I always thought of it as Seattle because it's raining all the time. You
Yeah,
know?
I could see that.
You know
Right,
where
rain.
I thought it was DC.
Yeah, like I said, they never say.
But like,
I thought it was
scenes like this,
Baltimore.
like, I mean, obviously we're getting into like, one of the first crime scenes here, but it's scenes like this where it's just the atmosphere radiates off the screen. I feel like I can, when you see Mills reacting to the smell and the vomit bucket, it's like I
The
feel like
vomit
I
bucket.
can smell all that shit myself as I'm watching this. Like,
Yep.
but yeah, it looks like Sailor Outlaw George. It looks like his birthday is coming up soon. So I mean,
Oh,
happy
happy
early
birthday,
birthday.
George.
Tell us down in the chat what the date is. So I'm going to try to schedule that on my phone so I don't forget. And everyone's saying happy
Do
year.
you think this would have been good shot in black and white?
It could work in black and white. It's got a noir feel to it as it is.
Yeah, that's what I was feeling with like the shadows and all that.
I mean, this movie's damn near black and white as it is. I mean, it's a lot of the color is sucked out of it, except for the scenes that Gwyneth Paltrow's in. You'll notice when she shows up, everything looks brighter because it's like she's like innocence in this dark fairy tale, so to speak.
Oh man, I got that scene there where there's like fucking 24 cans of fucking spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
But I really would like to see this movie in black and white. The only thing is, I wouldn't know what to expect with darker scenes like this and the contrast.
Yeah.
And how dark some of these scenes would be. But either way, I would still love to see this in black and white.
Now, did you see this theatrically, Sean?
No, I had to wait till VHS. I was a little too young to be getting in the theater. And when I was briefly just talking about like the dead presidents and seeing that just happened to be a chance because my dad was like, "You're not going out," and saying to my brother, "You're not going out unless you take your brother with you."
Yeah, you told me.
He's like, "All right, I got it." He's like, "All right." Or my brother being like, "You have to listen to me. We're sneaking into this theater. You listen to everything I tell you."
Yeah.
But like, what blew my
true.
mind?
You would have. Let's see, 95. You were what? How old?
Like 13.
Okay, yeah, you were definitely a kid. All right. Yeah. That makes sense. I keep forgetting you're so much younger than I am. I'm sorry.
It happened.
That's okay. My buddy Jeff, 101 Bronson over in the Netherlands, he was on Gareth's stream. He was talking about his dad. He says, "Yeah, my dad was born in 68." And I'm like, "Your dad's a year younger than me, you fuck."
Oh, man. Brutal.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is where Mills is lifting the sheet now under the table.
This is what got me the first time I saw it. Just his reaction.
I mean, I think that the one that really stands out for me in this movie is Sloth. And what's his name goes up to him. He's like, "You got what you deserve, you sick fuck," or whatever he says to him. Then he's like,
yeah,
he wakes up and everything. It's like, oh my god. But that guy truly looked like he got put through hell.
Actually, I think the most disturbing one in this thing is Lust.
Oh, that's a rough one too.
It's all in Leland Orser's performance. He is just. He made me fuck her. I mean, he's just, oh my God.
Like, he looks like he needs to see a psychiatrist.
I mean, yeah, it's just.
Like, he looks like he should be, like, carted off like Hannibal Lecter because of how, like, traumatized he is.
Yeah. And like I said, they don't show anything from his reaction. It's horrifying, just to think about it. And it's like, it's all in that performance. It's so good.
It's like the only thing that like adds to that scene for me is when Somerset is looking at the Polaroids and you see the sharp strap on, and you can only imagine what that was doing to that girl.
Just, whatever's going on in your head is worse than what they would have shown. It's just. Right. But I think that's the one that gets me more than any of them. It's just, oh my God, it's just brutal.
It's oh man, it's really hard to like one up each one of these deadly sins. It really is because they're all just so fucked up. But just seeing what that guy went through with the sloth one for 1 year straight, being traumatized like that and tortured for a year fucking straight, and being documented, taking a picture of every day to see him be a normal person turning into an old, frail, shriveled up human being.
Yeah.
But with this scene, when they lift the fat guy's head out of the spaghetti bowl and you see the look on his face, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, that is just
I think
gnarly.
like the one part in this movie is probably the most awkward for me is when Mills is obviously lying to Somerset about the fact that he had to pull his gun before.
Yeah.
And he's like, the guy got shot and he died right there. What the hell was his name again? I'm always like, ugh. But it's such a good performance because it's supposed to be him acting like he's a big shot and lying about things, what his experiences.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, this movie's just perfect in my eyes. It really is. It's just so goddamn good.
A lot of good metaphors too and symbolic things through Somerset's dialogue, which is another reason why I resonate towards that character and like him so much. But yeah, apparently this guy's been stuffed with so much pasta and spaghetti that if you just like apparently slapped his stomach real quick, he would explode.
Yeah. This week on The Biggest Loser. Sorry.
But yeah, you guys got anything coming up on your channels or anything? Like anything you might want to discuss? Or
tomorrow is going to be a great show. We're doing Tuesday, 7:00 Eastern time on Sean's channel, Movie Assault Sean, or the Talking Movies 2024 channel. The three of us are going to be talking about overlooked gems, 10 movies each of movies that we think are overlooked, underloved, forgotten, or just, don't get enough love. And regardless of the genre. So that one's going to be a lot of fun because all three of us have our own tastes and our own versions of what we consider to be underrated or whatever. So it's going to be fun, especially with Sean, because ask Kenny, you never know what the fuck Sean's going to pull out, man.
Sean is, as the kids say, touched by the Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, one that had Jim on the floor dying was he brought up ape.
A.P.E. And it's some foreign movie about it's a King Kong ripoff, okay? But oh my God, the way he was describing the plot, I was dying. I was fucking dying. King Kong Lives is the one that killed me too.
Yeah, King Kong Lives.
Sean's never met a kaiju movie that he won't watch. Same thing with Bigfoot movies and shit. So it's like you never know what to expect with him.
So he must be a fan of like the Legend of Boggy Creek or whatever that movie's called.
Oh yeah.
He probably's got like a copy of that, and plus he's got like notes, like in a book about that.
A detailed review on Letterboxd.
Yeah, a detailed review of it.
Like thinking about that now, like I have a lot of damn movies in my collection. I don't think I have one Bigfoot related movie in my collection though. Like thinking on it now.
I think I have one.
I bet you Sean's probably got at least a dozen. There ain't a Bigfoot movie he hasn't seen.
I kind of want to like pick his brain about that now. See if I can learn anything from that talking to him about that.
Yeah, I have two because I bought them at remember Big Lots when they used to have them really cheap. I bought Bigfoot the Lost Coast tapes and Chasing Bigfoot: The Quest for the Truth. And when I brought that up, someone's like, "Oh, that's a good one."
The first one you mentioned, I think I've heard of that one actually. I haven't seen
actually
it.
on Tubi.
The Lost Tapes one that you just mentioned, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, the Lost Tapes one. I believe they're both on Tubi, but if you go on there, man, especially Wild Eye, man,
yeah,
they do some weird ass movies. That company.
I'm not the biggest fan of Wild Eye. I understand that they're independent, cheap, quickly made movies. I get that, but like
Oh, and they get like the
they're just
ugliest
so
women in the
bizarre.
world in those movies. I'm
Like
not
I mean,
kidding
I
you.
That stripper's got
yeah.
bullet holes.
Yeah, they. Oh my God, these girls have like tattoos like all over their body, on their faces and stuff, and they're supposed to be like high class strippers. I'm thinking, I'm thinking to myself, where Kensington?
Bangladesh.
Zombie land. Fuck man. Yeah, it's. I mean, there's been some things from Wild Eye that I can tolerate, but overall, I'm like, it's not for me, man. And it sucks because, like, I always want to try to like support independent art,
Oh yeah,
but some of that stuff can be a little overpriced too. And it's like, damn, like, why is this stuff so expensive?
Hey, there's the private dick who's in love with all the chicks. Shaft. Sorry. Shaft was just on my screen.
Anthony Mendiola is saying Green Day's alternative version of Brain Stew for that one Godzilla movie might be the worst soundtrack in history. I love Godzilla though.
Yeah, Godzilla -1
Or
is
Green Day.
incredible.
Dude, I did a watch party for that back in like July, something like that. But man, I had such a good time going back and watching that. And I really think that final few minutes in that movie, I don't want to spoil it, but man, it's just so thrilling. Really is unexpected and so thrilling. And then when you get the final shot underwater, I ain't going to spoil anything else besides that. It just really leads up to what can come after.
Yeah.
Does such a good job with that.
And every character in the movie you cared about, unlike the MonsterVerse movies where you don't give a shit about anybody. I mean, seriously,
Right.
I like the
Right.
MonsterVerse movies. I do. I own them all. I don't give a rat's ass about anybody in any of those movies. -1, I cared about the first 20 people on the fucking cast sheet. I mean, every character in that movie was great.
Yeah, so Anthony's also saying watch Tusk. Man, I'd like to go back and watch that one.
Yeah.
Isn't that a Kevin Smith movie, right?
Yes.
Isn't that Kevin Smith?
Yes, where Michael Parks turns Justin Long into a walrus.
It's funny. Kevin Smith's Red State. I didn't even see that till about a year ago.
Red State is better than Tusk, I think.
Dude, that was such an unexpected movie, and even the cast in it, like seeing John Goodman in it and everything.
Again, Michael Parks is phenomenal in that movie. He's just so good in that movie.
Of
course, Michael
very
Parks is great in
unexpected
every
performance. Yeah, dude, you could see it in his eyes, how like the anxiety in his eyes. His eyes are so wide, it just looks like he's gonna lose it at any moment. But yeah, Michael Parks, man, he was always a steady actor, man, always on his game. But yeah, Jen's saying she hasn't seen Tusk in years. We got to go back and watch that.
Yeah, I got that on DVD.
But I was at like a random video store in Jersey somewhere, and I saw that they had Red State on DVD, and there was like a little label on like the shelf that said available for the first time since its initial first pressing went out of print or whatever. And I was like, I think I do remember hearing about that. It's available now. So I ended up buying it, because I've been wanting to see it and it was out of print. But yeah, very, very surprised with that one. That movie just really takes a 360 out of nowhere, man.
Yeah. No, I got that at Family Video before the pandemic, closed all the video stores, but it was an ex-rental copy. I got it in their used bin for like $2, and that's the one that's out of print.
Okay.
But yeah, I really, again, it's not my favorite Kevin Smith movie by any stretch, but it's very effective for what it is.
Apparently, Kevin Smith with that movie, he like ran out of money with Red State. He actually wanted to do more with it. Apparently, he ran out of money or something.
That's why
he just left it the way it was.
Yeah, that's why it ends so abruptly, because that's not what he originally intended for the ending. And it shows, because I don't like the ending of that movie. I like everything up to it.
Yeah, Russell's saying he wasn't that crazy about Tusk. Like I've heard, thinking on that now, with people on YouTube mainly. Like it seems like it is a mixed crowd with that movie. Some people like it, some people don't.
Again, Tusk is weird, and it's got a couple of things in it that I really like, and the special effects are really gross. I mean, it's got practical effects, but again, it's a big. I mean, Texas. I know that you guys got some history there, but we were talking about this months ago, and Texas said something perfectly. We were talking about the movie from the 70s with Brother Martin and Dirk Benedict, where Dirk Benedict gets turned into a snake. It's the same fucking movie as Tusk. It's more or less the same plot, except instead of getting turned into a snake, it's a dude turning a dude into a walrus. You know, so
yeah. I know I had that one in like a DVD set, and it's like over the years, like it's funny how people like will pronounce that movie like, well, what's that movie with all the S's in the title? Or they'll say, or it's just like what, like so many people like make up weird things with that title. It's just, I think it is kind of obvious.
Put that out, I think.
It would, I would imagine maybe like one of those like double features that they will randomly do sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jen saying Justin Long as a walrus was priceless. I was surprised it's a Kevin Smith movie. Like I feel that way about Red State, honestly.
Yeah. Justin Long does a lot of horror.
Apparently he's attached to some kind of re-imaging or remake for Grave Encounters that's going to be coming in the future.
Oh.
I think that's what he is like currently working on. I saw that on Instagram.
Well, he was in Barbarian, and he had a small part, you know, like almost a cameo in Weapons. And he's got new movie. He's got a new movie coming out called Coyotes with with Kate Bosworth, where the fires cause all the coyotes to go crazy and start killing people and shit. And there was another one, and it's like, it seems like, you know, he just does a lot of horror, you know, which is cool. I mean, I like Justin Long. He's always done horror, you know, Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, I think that's probably the first horror-related thing I can really attach him to as far as like seeing him in a horror movie. But he was talking about that Coyotes thing in the clip I saw on Instagram. He was talking about that and a re-imaging for Grave Encounters.
Nice.
But we are currently, timestamp is 25 minutes and 55 seconds. This is where Somerset is at the local library.
Yeah, I like this scene where all the other security guards are looking at him and playing cards, and that one guard just walks over and turns the music up.
Yeah. He's like, you guys, I don't understand you guys. You guys have all the knowledge available to you in the world, and you sit here and you play poker.
They'd be playing spades.
Now, here's a movie I want to briefly talk about. Maybe, Jim, you might be familiar with it. You ever see the Seven ripoff, Resurrection, from 1999 with Christopher Lambert?
I'm aware of it. I don't know if I've seen it or not. If I have, I don't remember it.
Yeah, dude. It's now I'll just say this. It's far from a perfect movie. In some ways, there's certain things about it that can be predictable, but if you're a fan of Seven, you have to see it. And it's basically like taking the seven deadly sins out of Seven, and the killer is collecting body parts.
Oh.
And once you see what he tries to build with it towards the end, is like, what the fuck? And it's Christopher Lambert playing, you know, like the role of like Mills or Somerset. And also, what's his name? From Seven is in it. The guy from what's his name again? Leland
Orser or whatever his name is.
He's also he's one of the detectives working with Christopher Lambert's character in it.
Nice. Yeah,
so I would definitely actor. I know Vinegar Syndrome released a Blu-ray of it. I think I have that somewhere stacked away in my collection over there. But you know, like for years I heard about the movie, and then finally it was like available again after going out of print on DVD. Vinegar Syndrome revived it, And finally getting to see it, like it really has a lot of good things about it. It's obviously a rip off of Seven for what it is, but yeah, if you're a big fan of Seven, anyone out there, anyone in the chat, so
No, I'll check.
highly recommend seeing Resurrected from 1999.
Yeah, I'll definitely check into it.
But
I like
don't
Christopher
be
Lambert.
confused. Yeah, I do. What's one of my favorite movies with him is actually the 1992 Stuart Gordon sci-fi
Fortress?
thriller.
Fortress?
Yeah, Fortress. Yes, I
Fuck
love
yeah,
Fortress.
man. With Clarence
Dude.
Boddicker is the warden.
Yeah, like the like half humanoid warden or whatever you find out like towards the end of it or whatever.
Who's got a
But
hard
that
ass
is
for his
seriously,
wife.
dude, like I think Jeffrey Combs is such a good actor, but that is really one of my favorite performances from him in Fortress. Like he is a batshit crazy character in that movie, and it's if you're not familiar with with who he is, Jeffrey Combs, like I think you could really sell you on the fact that I think this guy really needs to get put away somewhere.
I love Jeffrey Combs. I've been a fan of his for 40 years, ever since I saw Reanimator.
Yeah, dude, he is such a good actor, man. Really is.
I love him in The Frighteners.
Yeah,
I fucking
right.
love him in The Frighteners.
You know what I think is a very underrated performance from him is the Masters of Horror episode for the Black Cat. He plays Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
You remember that one, dude?
Yeah.
Oh my god, his performance! Like I really feel like I'm watching I'm really watching Poe on TV. Like it's just mind blowing. And like he was even really good in the first season of the Creepshow series where he plays a SS Nazi officer. Really good with his German accent. Yeah, I would check. The Creepshow Shudder series really is hit or miss, but the first season is worth your time.
Yeah, I saw like the first couple of episodes. Like the premiere, they premiered like 2 or 3 episodes at once. And then I didn't see anything after that. Because I know the first couple of them were actually based on Stephen King stories. The one was Gray Matter. About the shit on the beer that turns you into like a giant blob,
Yeah. It's like a hurricane going. Dude, that is a creepy story. You got Adrian Barbeau's in it too. Tobin Bell from Saw.
Yeah.
What's his name? Giancarlo Esposito or whatever his name is in it.
Yeah.
A lot of good actors in that story.
Yeah. That story was always creepy. That's a Night Shift.
Yeah. But yeah, it's that first season. There is a couple stories where it's like not too crazy about, but there is some solid things in that first season, I think.
Yeah, I might have to go get a piece of cake here soon. I made a big ass cake yesterday, and it's almost all gone already between my wife and my mom. It's like,
what kind of cake is it?
Yellow cake with chocolate frosting.
Okay.
And it's delicious.
That's probably the only way I could eat chocolate cake because I don't like chocolate on chocolate, like just all chocolate. But like that yellow kind of like pound cake, and then some chocolate frosting on it or whatever, icing or whatever. I'm mostly a vanilla person though.
Well, ever since I quit smoking, man, I'm fucking gaining weight, man. I'm turning into the blob. It's not good.
Gray Matter's kicking in.
Yep.
But we're at the point in the movie now where looks like the transition, between Somerset and Mills is like starting to take off. But this is where Mills' wife, Gwyneth Paltrow, is going to get on the phone and invite him to dinner.
Stop calling me at work, honey. I'm
I'm trying to catch Hannibal Lecter.
Yep. My wife wants to talk to you. It's like, I don't know which one of them look more uncomfortable. It's like, I don't want to talk to your wife. Hey, I don't want you talking to my wife.
Kind of reminds me of like Kurt Russell and Breakdown. Like, where's my wife?
Breakdown.
You ever see that? You ever see Breakdown with Kurt Russell?
No.
Oh, Kenny, you'd love that movie, man.
That is a good thriller right there.
J.T. Walsh is phenomenal in that movie. Let me rephrase that. J.T. Walsh was phenomenal in every movie, but he's really good in Breakdown as well.
Recently, me and Jen watched Needful Things, and it was the first time watch for her. Dude, he is out of his goddamn mind in that movie.
Don't call me Buster.
Yeah.
Hey, fucko.
Love when he kills his wife and he's calling up fucking the devil and everything. I killed my wife. Is that wrong?
Is that wrong?
These things happen. It's okay.
Yeah, Max von Sydow, he is my favorite screen version of the devil ever in that movie. I love him in that movie so much.
Yeah. I mean, even when like Ed Harris as the sheriff is like beating the shit out of him, he's just still sitting there, got that evil smile on his face, getting the shit kicked out of him.
I just like when the shit's hitting the fan and he's just watching it. All of a sudden, JT Walsh kind of snaps out of it. And he's like, wait a minute. No, it was you. And he's like, you're just a pussy.
Yeah. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me.
Now, did you watch the theatrical cut or did you watch the 3.5 hour?
We watched the whole TV cut, the 191-minute cut, because now you can get that on the Kino release.
Yes.
I have that, but like from the first time I ever watched that and found out that cut existed, I was like, never again am I going back to the shorter cut. Like I'm watching this in the full cut.
Good for you.
That is just the best way to watch it. You get more character.
It's the
interactions.
full story.
Yeah, the story's fleshed out better.
The theatrical version of that movie is fine, but it's at the end of the day, it's the Cliff Notes version of the book. You know, I mean, that's just the way I always felt about it. Because, like I said, when you were on our show the other night, the novel of that, Needful Things, it is, man. It's like this fucking thick. It's like 1,000 pages long. And
yeah,
I'm sorry, you ain't going to squeeze 1,000 pages into 2 hours. You're just not. Whereas 3.5 hours, yeah, you can get it done most part, so cool. I'm glad you guys like it.
I think another I'm a big fan of The Stand, but I can admit it's far from a perfect movie. Either way, I still love that for what it is. It's such a long, vast story that I just feel like when you have like those Stephen King stories that are so long, something is bound to kind of go wrong and just not be as accurate as the book, no matter what you do.
Yeah. Well, that's why they've never actually made a theatrical version of The Stand, because again, that fucking book is this thick. So every time they've tried to bring it to the screen, it's always been a TV miniseries, the first time around. And then the second time around was that abomination on Apple TV or whatever fucking, I don't even remember what.
Oh, yeah.
Or Paramount or whatever. I watched it, and it was god awful.
Dude, I heard nothing but bad things. That's the reason why I stayed away from it.
They changed everything around. They combined characters. They told it non-linear, and they literally changed everything. It was the only thing that was good about that miniseries, so to speak, was Skarsgård, Alexander Skarsgård. He played Flat. And he had a certain gleam in his eye, just like, C.W.O did in Needful Things. So, he knew what the assignment was, so he's fine. But that thing was terrible.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg is Mother Abigail, I mean, come on.
It's hard to say if I'm ever going to give that a try, but I've heard really a lot of bad things about it. That's why I was like, I guess I'm just not going to watch that.
If you're a fan of the source material or the original miniseries, all it's going to do is piss you off.
Yeah.
Like how you felt about Salem's Lot. Believe me, you're going to feel worse about The Stand. I mean, yeah. That thing was terrible, man.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, it is. But I was really excited to see it,
Yeah, I guess in a way that kind of just makes me appreciate the original movie even more than.
Yeah, for a TV a network TV miniseries, okay, from the 90s with the limitations that it was under, I think it's awesome. I really do. And I think it holds up better than it or the Langoliers or the Tommy Knockers
Yeah.
or any of those other ones. About the only other one that even comes close to the stand is Storm of the Century, because
Yes.
that one is very good. That one's underrated as hell.
Dude, you know, I'm glad you even just mentioned that, because I finally found a DVD copy of that, like maybe close to a year ago at this point. And I've been looking for it for so long. I'm like, one of these days at this flea market, I'm gonna find it. Finally found it near mint condition for like $1.
Yep.
But dude, that is such a great movie to watch when you're like kind of like snowed in or something like that. You know, it's just the perfect movie. It's so long too.
Yeah, because again, it was a two-night miniseries originally.
Right.
Excuse me. And Colm Feore is just phenomenal in that.
Like, you know, I remember after seeing The Stand when it was like airing on TV, it's like it was just so exciting to watch that. And then when Tommy Knockers came out, disappointed. Even The Shining, when that came out, kind of disappointed. Langoliers, what the fuck is this?
Although I do like
But-
Bronson Pinchot in the Langoliers. I mean, again, he's so over the top, but he's great, you know?
Yeah. I think, you know, plays a really, you know, shot out zany guy in it, but very, you know, does a very good job with it.
Yeah.
But we are on the greed killing now of this guy, Gold, I think his name is, last name. But yeah, Anthony I see, you know, people were mentioning the Jeepers Creepers movies down below here, and Anthony's saying not huge on Jeepers Creepers, but I didn't hate it because of Justin Long. You know, like when the original Jeepers Creepers first came out, it just wasn't hitting for me, I guess you could say. Over the years, catching it on TV and stuff, it started to grow on me a little bit more. I'm still not like, you know, I gotta watch this like once a year type of thing with Jeepers Creepers, but I kind of do like the first two movies now. Like they've grown on me a bit more. I kind of appreciate them just a little bit more now. But that third one, Jesus fucking Christ, that Reborn or whatever that crap was.
Yeah, I never watched anything beyond the second one because I own the first two. I like both of them. I don't like the filmmaker. I think that guy's a piece of shit. But
yeah, Victor
but as far as
or
the
whatever.
movies go, you know, they're fine. I can watch them. They don't, you know, I still watch Bryan Singer movies. That guy's a piece of shit too, you know, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
I
but
think,
Jeepers
you know,
Creepers is good.
The first two have really grown on me. I mean, even the way the second one opens, I swear to God, it gives me chills the way that fucking movie opens. Just with the cornfield and him.
The first two are entertaining as hell.
Sky.
Yeah. I mean, the first one I think is better than the second one, but they're both entertaining as hell.
Yeah.
I just don't like that one character in the school bus on the second one, the football jock guy, you know, the blonde guy.
Right.
You know, he's just annoying as piss, you know. I mean, I was waiting for that fucker to die. But, you know, other than that, I like both of those movies.
But I do like in the second one how the creeper, once he locks eyes on you, like that's it, you're the next victim. He's coming for you. It's such a creepy thing, dude. But now the apartment's vibrating here. Mill's all pissed off explaining the shit to Somerset. But when Morgan Freeman starts laughing in this moment, it's so genuine.
Yeah.
You know, when he starts cracking up. I think it's impossible to not laugh along. It's like that one moment in this movie where you get a little bit of humor for a brief moment.
It's the only amount of levity in this movie. Seriously,
then it goes right back to that
moment of
dreadful
levity.
feeling. Yeah. But, you know, I really hope they don't do like a sequel to this. You know,
they'll never do
Netflix 7 series. I hope that shit doesn't happen.
They'll probably do a series on it.
Yeah.
You know, FX.
God,
John Doe is Kaiser Sose.
I mean, they've already done like Devil in a Blue Dress, the series based on the movie. I mean, so I can see them doing it. They can't leave. They don't have any original thoughts anymore, Hollywood. They just keep on recycling stuff.
Except for horror movies.
I swear I think it has to do with that. And at the same time, it's called playing it safe. This is going to make money. Let's do this. Let's revive it. People are going to buy into it.
It's just name recognition. Let's get butts into
Yeah.
his seats for the first weekend or two, and then we can stream it or whatever. And it's just, product.
I mean, maybe like one of these streaming services will do Seven as like a comedy drama where it's Morgan Freeman actually having an affair with Mills's wife.
Yeah, your wife's pregnant with my baby.
like another reason why like I even like hint at that in a non-serious way. It's almost like Mills's wife, Gwyneth Paltrow, because she has no real friendships in this new
Right.
city. It's almost like she's like, oh, like I feel like she kind of like likes him in a way, but like a little bit more than a friend. That's just like it's just like a subtle thing, really. Obviously, it's not what's going on.
Yeah, I
But,
always
like,
like
yeah.
her looking at him like a father figure, but that's just me.
Okay.
You sick bastard.
If they make it now, they're going to have like the gay best friend. They just can't leave anything alone.
I mean, Kevin Spacey can be like a trainee or something like that.
Oh yeah, like Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. There you go. Oh shit. But now if they're interviewing that guy, Mr. Gould or whatever who was killed, interviewing his wife, she took notice of the photos that the picture frame on the wall was upside down. She's like, this picture is upside down. So now they're examining that. But this part is just creepy. Once he starts to realize, he gets that fingerprint dust out and starts putting it on the wall,
Yeah.
and you see that help me message. It's like, oh God, that's done in fingerprints? Like
The dead guy's hand.
But like there is times where I feel like slapping Mills in the back of the head. Like, you need to chill the fuck out, bro, and just listen.
That climbs dancer, dusts the wall. You find several prints.
Somebody watching it with the description on for the.
You know what? I think I accidentally hit the audio thing on here. I gotta fix that now.
Oh no, it's all good. It's just all the ones that I just heard. Mills looks at the wall.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. I gotta make sure I can pop this up and fix that. Sometimes I do that just by accident. Like I'll be watching on my own. I'll know I'm like, why is the audio commentary on? All right, I fixed it.
Yeah,
Actually, I gotta
this
turn this
fucking
down.
movie. I love this movie so much. It is just so fucked up.
Dude, it truly is just one of those movies that just I enjoy it. The pacing's perfect. Just on top of it, I'm so glad that David Fincher was able to like really show how talented he was as a filmmaker and able to like, revitalize himself after all the damage that was done with fucking Alien 3.
Yeah, and he followed this up with The Game, right?
Yes, I think you're right. Pretty sure you're right. But one thing that was so like a huge bummer to me is the fact that when we found out we were not getting anything with what's the Netflix show, Mastermind?
Mindhunters.
Mindhunter, yeah. Because we only got 2 seasons out of it. It was so fucking good, and then they were, not doing anything else with it. I was like, fuck, that's a bummer,
That's
man.
what I said.
wanted to see more of it.
Fincher, like I said, now he's directing the sequel or the spinoff, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Brad Pitt. And again, they were talking about him directing fucking World War Z sequel and stuff. And it's like, Fincher, I want him to go back and doing shit like this, the dark material,
Right.
This Zodiac, The Game, shit like that. It's just, to me, that's his sweet spot. I like Fight Game. I like Social Network. I like, just about all of his movies, but his dark movies are the ones that are the best, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I highly agree with you there. Now, with you mentioning that, I'm going to assume that you have to be a fan of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Yeah, but I prefer the original.
Okay. Now, that's a movie.
The original is a lot more brutal. It's as brutal as Fincher's remake is, with Daniel Craig. The original with Noomi Rapace or whatever her name is, Noomi Rapace or whatever. The chick
You
from
mean
Prometheus.
Ratnus or whatever?
Yeah, she was in Prometheus, but she's
Right.
the girl with the dragon tattoo in those movies. And oh my gosh, she is just fucking phenomenal in those movies.
Hmm.
Yeah, I own all three of them.
I know when I first saw Fincher's version of that or whatever remake, I was like, man, this movie's like very lengthy. At times, I feel like I almost don't understand the story. So,
Mhm.
like, I had to go back and watch it again, had a better understanding of what's going on. But yeah, overall, I definitely like that movie, but
Yeah,
not as
like
bad, but still very dark in certain areas of that movie, especially when the girls get raped, man. Jesus Christ.
again, the original version is, you know, the Dutch version or whatever, Finnish. It's not Sweden. It's from Sweden, or Norway. It's Scandinavia. Okay, but anyways, the rape scene is much more brutal, but her revenge on the guy is 10 times more brutal in the original than it is in the Hollywood version. Because the first time I saw that shit, that was the scene that got me. I mean, part of me was like, you go, girl. And the other part of me, the guy part of me was like, oh my God, you know, please no. You know, I mean, yeah, it's brutal.
I just accidentally hit a button here. Jesus. Oh, all right. All right, thank God. I like lost the chat there for a second because I hit the wrong button. But yeah, Anthony's saying, Sean, I didn't know you were a Flyers fan. Go Kings, go. Yeah, I'm from Philadelphia, man. Ride or die with the Flyers forever.
Yeah, Anthony, don't get him and Kenny going.
Before you got into the chat, we were already talking about the Eagles game yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Dude,
they
that was
outlaw the
such a
tush push,
crazy
you two are
ending,
going to be
man.
wearing black for like 10 years.
I'll start
Orange
with
and black, man. Orange and black. But I think that was a while ago when Anthony was asking for the timestamp.
Go climb up a light bulb or light pole, you guys. Never heard of that shit until, you know, Philadelphia. They're the only one, you know, greasing the poles so that the fans don't climb it. It's like, what the fuck? I never heard of that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Dude, I remember when the Phillies won the World Series in 2008. We were at a bar in like the Northeast. Eventually got in my car, went down the Broad Street. But before we did that, we actually fucking ran over a bunch of parked cars, like right outside of the bar. Like we even brought all the mugs outside. They were like bitching and like, oh, don't go out there with the mugs. We're like, fuck you. The Phillies won. We didn't give a shit. They were throwing glass all over the fucking place. That shit was
Philly
nuts,
represent.
Yep. Fuck Santa Claus too. We throw batteries at Santa Claus at Eagles
Yep.
games.
and JD Drew.
Yeah, JD Drew, that's right. Wish it could have been Billy Wagner.
Oh,
Ripping home
But
run
we're
balls
coming
out
up
of little
now.
boys' hands.
We're coming. I really think because we're coming up on Sloth right now. This is the one that really gets under my skin.
And John McGinley's in this for like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Hey,
A lot of
Dex.
people. Yep.
Dex, you might want to get in here.
Get up here, Dex.
You might want to get in here. You got what you deserve, you sick fuck.
Oh Christ, this fucker's still alive. Oh Christ.
Yeah, cocksucker's still alive. But yo, you know, another thing is Howard Shore, his musical score in this is just fuck. Really just puts the cherry on top.
Yeah, like I said, this movie's damn near perfect in my opinion. I mean, it's just it's perfect. It's right there with Silence of the Lambs.
Like, I mean, Howard Shore, when I think of him, I think of like how much he collaborated with Cronenberg. But his musical scores, they really stand the fuck out. When I hear his musical scores, I'm always like, if I'm not even sure it's him, I'm like, I think that might be Howard Shore. Then I look it up, I'm like, fuck yeah, I was right. Get up, you sack of shit. Oh. Yo, is he missing an arm? I didn't notice that till now. Oh no, he's missing a hand. Fuck.
Yeah. cut the hand off because he used his hand to make the sign.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what led him to that. The cops.
But I love how the cops, like, really, they overreacted with that. Oh, this is him. Let's have a press conference. His name's Victor, blah, blah, blah. He's a sick fuck and all this shit. But all the fucking car air fresheners hanging from the ceiling, too. And now looking at the Polaroids, he took a picture of him every fucking day. Looking at his progress getting worse. Oh my God, he has no fucking lips either. There's the first picture.
Yeah, the effects work is so good here.
And apparently the guy that was dressed up like this was a very skinny person.
Yeah.
At least from what I remember.
Yeah. I think Kevin Yeager did the makeup here. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he did.
You try to confirm that. So I love when they get in the hospital here and the guy's like, or Somerset's like, like, how's his condition? Is he going to survive? If you were to shine a light in his eyes right now, he would die from shock. It's like, whoa, shit. Getting back to the chat here.
Get the fuck out.
I gotta write that thing here.
Hey, I'm Kaiser Sose, you son of a bitch.
Well, Anthony, I don't know if you're aware or not, but the Flyers are rebuilding. It's gonna be a long time till they make it to the finals. Or if they do, it'll be a fucking miracle. But they do got some talent coming up.
Got another 3 years.
Yeah, they should definitely be a playoff team by then. And having that young Russian guy, what's Mishkov?
Plus we got
he's exciting, man.
Plus we got the kid that's playing for Liccato, Jeff Liccato or something. He was the first round pick last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's actually going to be playing this year? Like, he's developed enough to be playing?
Yeah, because they wanted him to have a full. Because remember last year they brought him up for four games, to start out the season, and they had him down there at Lehigh, the Phantoms all year, just to get some pro seasoning, and plus they brought one of Mishkov's friends from the KHL over in that trade.
Okay.
I forget the dude. All of them sound like just to end up with an off or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it sucks, man. It sucks they don't have Ivan Provorov anymore, man. I really liked him, man.
And he wasn't going because they were talking about last week about bringing Hayes back, Carter Hayes.
Carter
Hart, yeah. But I think with all the bad blood between him and the organization, I think they're just going to end that. But it's a shame those guys lost like 3 years of their lives being fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Talking Hockey with Kenny and Sean, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back to the movie, but yeah, Russell was saying that he watched Weapons on Look movie. Well, it looks like Russell, he watched Weapons on Look movie. I got to get around to watching that one.
I really do got to see
Weapons.
I thought it was great. I thought it was entertaining as hell. It's not perfect. It's not my favorite movie of the year by any stretch, but it's a lot of fun.
But you know what, Jen? Yeah, maybe we can watch that sometime soon on Look movie. We'll watch that together.
Yeah, but no spoilers, but the ending of that movie, the last 15 minutes of that movie is just out of control, batshit crazy. You'll love it. You will fucking love it.
I just remember being like really sucked in by the trailer and like the way the kids are running with like their arms back and everything.
Oh yeah,
Seeing Josh Brolin in it too.
The
It's
hook
like,
of the
oh, this
movie
is
is
really
phenomenal. I mean, it really is, you know, because that trailer is literally the first minute of the movie. You know, they got this little girl narrating what happens. You know, these kids get up in the middle of the night and you see these kids running down the street, and it's creepy as fuck, man.
Yeah, it's no like from seeing the trailer and everything, like I know what you're talking about. It's like, what the fuck's going on? But like another thing that has me sold on it's like every time I see Josh Brolin in a movie, I'm like, all right, no problem, let's watch it.
Yeah, everybody's solid in that movie. Everybody. I mean, that's the one thing about, you know, horror movies this year. They've been fun for the most part. You know, I mean, you know, not all of them have been great, but just about all of them, with the exception of The Long Walk. That movie ain't fun. But it's great, but it ain't fun. But you know, Final Destination was fun. The Monkey was fun. You know, a lot of these movies, they're fun. You know, Weapons was fun.
Yeah, I still have a lot of catching up to do with more of the newer modern stuff. I don't really jump on a lot of newer things right away. And also, like I mean, you know, for me to really access most of that without going to the theater, I watch it on my tablet. A lot of times I'm just not in the mood to be sitting there watching something on my tablet, which is another reason why I collect movies too. I'd rather be watching it on my TV. But
just
yeah,
about
at some
everything I've
point-
seen this year, I watched on the tablet that I'm talking to right now. You know, and then if I like it, then I'll buy it.
That's exactly how I am. Like that is another reason why I really do enjoy using Look Movie. Because all right, if I end up liking something, that makes me decide if it's worth owning. Because no more blind buying for me. That's for damn sure.
No, me neither.
You don't have the money or the shelf space for that bullshit anymore.
Correct on both counts.
But we're pretty much
Companion.
at the middle of the movie right now. I think
Companion.
we're at like the 1 hour mark where, you know, Somerset and Mills's wife, Gwyneth Paltrow, they're having the conversation now, getting to know each other a bit more.
Sitting at the Waffle House.
I hate this city. But yeah, it looks like it is George's birthday this Friday. All right, thank you for relaying that.
Happy
Well,
birthday, George.
Happy birthday, George.
Yeah, happy early birthday to you though. But I'll have to try to remember to make a post. What the hell is Russell saying here? Last week I went out with an inflatable girl. Now I have an inflatable guy looking for me. Oh God! Just stab him with a bobby pin.
It reminds me of an old routine that Robert Schimmel, the comedian, used to do. He says, "You ever see those blow-up dolls where it says she never has a headache?" No, but you do after blowing her up.
Does not come with excuses.
He goes, "Fuck it, I'll just bend it over and fuck the bubble."
Oh man. I think we need more blow up dolls in horror movies or something. What's Jen saying here? Inflatable girl can't talk back. Perfect day. Oh shit.
It's like Dennis Hopper's girlfriend in River's Edge. You know? It's literally a love doll.
Oh god, River's Edge. Yeah, I wish I had that movie. That's another one that's out of print, man.
Yeah.
River's Edge. Wish I had that one.
It's on Prime. Because I put it on last night for my mom. She was like, "What the hell is this?" And I'm like, "It's got Dennis Hopper in it." Oh, okay. An hour later, she's like, "What the hell did you put on for me?"
But yeah, we are halfway through the fucking sins at this point, though. I know that. I think there's only like 3 left.
Oh, I love Brad Pitt's line delivery here. He's a psycho.
Yes.
Doesn't he say something about like rubbing peanut butter on himself or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's insane. Look, he's probably dancing around in his grandma's panties, rubbing himself in peanut butter. That's it. That's the fucking you guys a fan of Zodiac?
Yeah.
I love that movie, dude. Especially the way that movie opens up, man. Jesus Christ. Such a good use of that song, too. The hurdy-gurdy, man. The
Yeah.
Donovan song. Man, that's such a good use of that song. But it's, I think the thing with Zodiac is, I think some people probably have issues with, it's just not like a traditional serial killer movie. It's not from like the
procedural.
point of, yeah. But I think some people kind of find
and
issues
it's a
with that
procedural that they never solved, and that's what people people want. Sorry, people have a short attention span, and they want answers.
Yeah.
It's just that's all it is. But no, I like
think
Zodiac.
I think like some people too, like fans of like serial killer crime movies, they kind of prefer those movies to like be most of it from like the point of view of the killer, and we don't have that in Zodiac, but that's another reason why I like Zodiac for what it is.
That's what the line was. He's a nut job.
Yeah.
You got any money?
Yeah, I got about $50. And then that guy from like Sons of Anarchy calls him the Stinky Man. He's like, well, it's money well fucking wasted right there.
It's
Stinky
a
man.
sandwich, takes his money and leaves.
Yeah. Just gives him a
I am
file.
this close to punching you.
See, this is where Mill's just sitting back, being pissed off. It's just he should really be taking the lead of Somerset, and he's not doing that, man.
Yeah, but you know what? A lot of guys that young are so full of themselves, piss and vinegar, testosterone, gotta be the big guy, refuse to fucking, until they eventually get slapped around enough, mentally to start following. I mean, I kind of went through that with one of my stepsons when he was around the age of his character in this movie. And it was like, dude, shut the fuck up long enough to just listen to what I'm saying. Okay. That's kind of like what Morgan Freeman says to Brad Pitt here. Yeah. Here we go. I love this.
Yeah. It's basically like Mills just hasn't been humbled yet in his life. Yep. And it's just a matter of time before he gets humbled.
Snags his pizza and walks out.
Yeah, I forgot about the pizza. Actually,
he does. He reaches over and grabs Brad Pitt's pizza and walks out.
Reminds me of Kingpin with Woody Harrelson.
Yep.
Takes the fucking pizza off the guy's plate. Kingpin. He's like, wait, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I am this close to punching you. He's all pissy.
Anthony's saying VHS club in his ass. I don't see this till way after it, I didn't see this till way after it came out. But I know from watching that one stream you did before, Anthony, yeah, you got a vast collection of VHS tapes in your like rec room basement or whatever that is.
Yeah, I didn't see this one theatrically either. I saw it on VHS the first time around. See, there was something I didn't see at the cinema.
Yeah, you usually got great stories with that. That's why I it's like when back in like the summer when you were like hanging out a bit more and had time for that. Like I always love reading your comments about like, whatever experience that you had with that particular movie we might be doing a watch party for or whatever.
Right.
And you used to work at a theater, right?
For years.
Wow.
But not when this movie came out though. I worked from 83 to 89, and then I went back in 91 from 91 to 93, and then I worked again in another theater in 03 and 04.
Wow. That's some time put in there, man.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's one of the closest theaters to me recently closed down at the Franklin Mills Mall. They used to have 12 fucking screens at that fucking place. Now it's just an empty building.
Well, you know what? and this is coming from somebody who basically lived in a movie theater. Okay, I mean, because you won't find anybody who spent more time in a fucking theater in their life than me. Okay,
Mhm.
I understand why theaters are failing now, and it's a multitude of reasons. Okay, the pandemic had a lot to do with it. A lot of it is with shitty movies, but I think the majority of it comes down to two reasons. Number one, streaming. If something comes out in the theater, it's going to be streaming within 30 days. And that leads
Right.
into the other reason, money. I went to go
Yeah.
see The Long Walk the other day. My sister bought my ticket and all that, okay? All I bought was a soda that was about as big as this, and it was $7 fucking bucks. How could you afford to take your family to a movie theater? You know, say you got your wife, and a couple of kids. So 4 people. Go see a movie, buy some popcorn, buy drinks, everything else. You're talking over $100, man. And it's like, screw it. Wait 30 days for it to come streaming. Watch it at home.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
remember you telling me about when you saw The Long Walk. You guys spent like $70 in just concessions and food and stuff or
That was
whatever.
when we went and saw Weapons. Yeah, she
Or
bought it.
weapons, that's what it
Yeah,
was. All right.
yeah. It was me, my niece, and my sister. The 3 of us for the 3 tickets, 3 drinks, and 3 candies. Okay, we each got a candy each. It was $75 total for that, and it was like, are you fucking kidding me? And that was a matinee show. And even though I'm only 58 and my sister is 60, they gave us both senior tickets. Okay, so I mean, and it was still $75. And again,
That's like,
I love going to a movie. Okay, but that's ridiculous. Oh, and that's the other
but
thing I forgot to bitch about. See, I'm get off my lawn here. I'm not exaggerating. Okay, when we went and saw The Long Walk, this is Cinemark theaters. Okay, 27 minutes of commercials. The movie was supposed to start at 10:45. It did not start until damn near 11:15. 27 minutes of commercials, and of those 27 minutes, 4 were trailers. Everything else were commercials. Cellular One, Progressive, all this other bullshit. And it was like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, people used to go to the theater to get away from that shit.
dude,
And now
if
you're
I
going to
had to
show
sit through that,
you're going to
oh,
show
go
a
ahead.
30-minute block of commercials.
I just know the type of person I am. I would have got up and smoked a cigarette. I would have went outside and smoked a cigarette. I would have been. I am not sitting there watching this. I'm gonna
Dude,
go
if I would
smoke
have had a vape on me, I would have just torched up right then and there, man. I mean, I was getting pissed. Because again, if it would have been 27 minutes of trailers, I wouldn't have been as upset.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
That's
But
at
yeah.
least like pulling your attention in. But sitting, nobody wants to keep watching ads and commercials.
The
Like,
same
what the
ones
fuck,
over
man?
and over, too. I saw the same fucking Progressive ad 3 times in that 27-minute span. I shit you not. Even my sister was like, what the fuck? You know, I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous. And according to other people I've talked to, it's like all the chains are starting to do this. Regal's doing it, AMC's doing it. And it's like, this is the reason why people aren't going. Why should they? You know?
Yeah, it's little shit like that. And when you add it all up, it becomes, you know what, let's just stay the fuck home. I think another thing is too, is like, when you kind of take the situation from years ago with the Dark Knight Rises in Colorado, guys shooting up the theater, people look at things as, it's going to be safer for us to stay at home, cheaper, buy our own food, have our own snacks, and just stream it on the television. I think that also hurt audience, people, moviegoers and, audiences and stuff, little things like that. So I think it's like how you just explained, a lot of little things. And at the end of the day, too much fucking money.
Yeah. Like I said, certain movies are still going to make bank. Okay.
Yeah.
But, even this summer, okay, Superman came out and a couple of Marvel movies. And the Superman movie did okay. And the Fantastic Four movie did okay, but they both underperformed. And the other 2 Marvel movies were basically flops. But you go back 5 years, if it had Marvel in the title, it was going to make money. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
people are like, fuck it. I'm not going to go spend that kind of money for something that might not be that good when I can watch it on Disney Plus in 45 days. You
Yeah, I
know?
think like I mean I don't know how well the new Jurassic Park movie did. I just know like I'm just using that as an example. Like when I heard that, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why do I want to see another Jurassic Park movie?
I turned it off halfway through it, and that was on look. That was on look. I didn't even pay for it, and I turned it off. That ought to tell
Wow.
you something.
Yeah. But Russell was saying he's got a joke here. What has 4 legs and is ready to travel? A giraffe? Jen said what? And elephant because it has a trunk. Okay. It's
Boom.
funny, simple ones.
What has two
But
thumbs
yeah.
and loves blowjobs? This guy.
Add me to the list. But finally in the movie now, Mills and Somerset have always been one step behind. They're finally catching up here with looks like, they're going to catch up with the killer. They're getting close, but no. Of course, Mills is the one that's really makes the interaction here. Gets whacked in the head with a fucking tire iron. Next you know it, he's begging for his life.
But this is the moment that kind of humbles him.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean, he still does some stupid shit, but I think this moment kind of changes him a little bit,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's super injured too. I think he ends up having to get stitches, his arm's in a sling and everything.
That's the other thing about this movie. It rains the entire movie until the last sequence. That's the only time in the movie where the sun comes out.
Right. Yeah. It's a perfectly normal day towards the end, which I think, now that, with how we were mentioning, like, where does this movie take place now? I think going forward now, I might start feeling like it's Seattle. Seattle rains 9 months out of the damn year. So,
But then again, the end of the movie, it's almost like they're in the desert, I mean, it's just, they don't really say where they're at. I mean, Fincher even says that on the commentary, that was a specific thing in the script, was that it was a nondescript, city.
I think it's necessary in a way. It just, it shouldn't be that much of a focus, really.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Russell. We make you feel old. I'm sure that Jim can relate, though.
Yeah, I'm 58, man. So
Really? Damn, I thought you were like at least a little bit younger than that.
no. Thanks, Sean.
But you know what's funny though, Jim? Like when I first found you on YouTube and you didn't have your face like on the internet or anything yet, the sound of your voice and just the way you are with your vocabulary and how well spoken you are, like I thought you were like in your 30s. Serious. Like I really thought, and I was like, oh, he's a bit older. Like I was just a little thrown off. Because like when you hear people online, you don't see their faces, you have to kind of make things up in your head. And and then once they finally show themselves, it's never what you picture. It just never is what you picture.
That's why I always tell people I got a face for radio. Because people would listen to my original videos and be like, dude, you got such a great voice for YouTube. Why don't you, do it? It's like, because my face is enough to scare people away.
But dude, I really I think that's like one of the reasons why like I started watching your channel more often. So I was just like, this guy's just very well spoken. And even at the same time, like even like your early days when you had just a couple hundred subscribers, I'm like, has this guy ever had a channel before? Because he's acting like he's natural at this. He just come off as very natural with everything. That to me as a YouTuber, it can take time to build that up and become that.
Yeah. It's just because for my videos, I mean, for the most part, it's just something that I've been doing, even though I haven't made videos for longer than a year and a half. I've been talking about movies my entire life. So when I'm doing my thing, I'm basically just talking like I always do. You know what I mean?
That makes perfect sense, though.
And that's one of the reasons why I love doing the show every couple of weeks with Sean and Kenny, because again, the three of us, even though we have different tastes in movies, so to speak, we all love movies, and it's infectious. You know, you get a couple of people that have the same passion, it's always good conversation, regardless of what specific genre you're talking about. You know what I mean?
Right. And I think film discussions are just full of knowledge. There's always something new to take in with film knowledge. And just that's another reason why I just like to interact with people. It's really another reason why I kind of enjoy watching content over making it myself.
Yeah.
But I do like to try to, you know, as far as like what we're doing right now in this moment, like I do try to, you know, see if we can get together with people and find ways to interact and everything and share info. It's just,
Yeah, it's all
it's
about the
always
community
endless
with me.
knowledge. Yeah.
You know, I mean, the overwhelming majority of people that I've deal with on here have been great. You know, occasionally you got to deal with an asshole, but for the most part, everybody's great.
Yeah, I think with my experience, with my time on here, you just got to realize that you're going to experience all walks of life. You got to try to respect everything for what it is. And another thing is, if you can't hear out people on their opinions, you're just not cut out for this shit. That's like one of my number one things, really.
Well, not only that, but at the end of the day, it's exactly that. It's somebody's opinion. You know, I mean, it's just everybody's got one.
I mean, some people, it seems like they'll have meltdowns though over like, you know, like someone will be like, "Oh, I don't like John Carpenter's Halloween. How dare you?" Like the fucking opinion.
Trust me, I know. Me and Patrick went at it on his show about 9 months ago, because I told him that I didn't like Jason Goes to Hell. And because he's a fan of the filmmaker, he read that as me attacking the filmmaker. And I'm like, no, I'm not attacking the filmmaker. I'm attacking the film. It's a piece of shit, you know? And he kept on saying, well, no, you're looking at it wrong. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm looking at it as something that didn't connect with me. Now, what if it connected with you? That's great. And I'm happy for you. But it did not connect with me. And that's just my opinion. You know, it's just the way it is. Okay,
yeah,
we'll agree
I
to
don't
disagree.
know. You know? But like, I mean, with all due respect, but like, talk about making something out to be what it's not. But Jason Goes to Hell, to me, when that movie came out, I was 10 years old, so it was very exciting that I was like, oh, a new Friday movie. I didn't think we were going to be getting any more. Go ahead and rent it, take it home. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But over the years, I've learned to enjoy that movie with some weed. I feel like that's the best way to enjoy that movie. You get a little high, you sit down, watch Jason Goes to Hell, you'll enjoy it.
Everything's better with sober. A bag of weed.
I feel like you watch Jason Goes to Hell sober. You're out of your damn mind for doing that.
See, Kenny recently got into the Friday the 13th movies.
Yep.
And what did he do? He got a double feature of fucking Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X.
Wow.
It's like, oh, you poor bastard.
I'm sorry. I need alcohol or weed to get through both of them, man. I just do.
I love Jason X. I do. Again, I'll never defend that. It's not a good movie, but I fucking love it, you know?
Defending either one of those is a losing battle. But since we're, you know, kind of talking about Jason X real quick, the best thing about it is how inventive the kills are, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That is the best thing about it.
And it doesn't take itself seriously. It knows that it's ridiculous, you know? And unfortunately, the audience takes that movie more seriously than the movie does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas I went into it knowing it was good. It's fucking Jason in space. How serious can it be? You know?
But I don't know if you remember Hellraiser 4 Bloodline. That one's in space.
I
that
gave up after the third one. I
don't blame you. Do not blame you. But in some ways, Hellraiser 4 Bloodline kind of takes itself seriously, and it's in fucking space. So,
actually, I take that back because I do have the reboot that they made on Hulu a couple of years ago. I had to buy that
Okay.
as a bootleg.
So did I. I actually bought one on eBay for like $7 or $8, but I like that movie.
I
The
do too.
2022. I
I
liked
do
it.
too. For what it is, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. But just to give the timestamp right now, 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 1 hour and 23 minutes
Yeah, that's
exactly.
what I got. 123.
Just to get back to the chat here now. But I think, yeah, we're at the point now where, Mills and Somerset have actually caught on to the killer's apartment. They have all of, like, his resources. They keep going ahead here with things. And
Yep.
now they're actually on the phone with him.
Yep, it's going to accelerate real quick now.
Right. Because for some reason, I'm forgetting if we're through all the sins yet. I think there's only one more. There's one more left, right?
No, there's 2 more.
2 more. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. There's 3 more.
All right. Oh, right. We didn't get to the one that freaks you the fuck out. The lust, right?
Yep.
I think that's all right.
Yep. You got lust, you got envy, and you got pride. Wrath.
Yes. But Anthony was saying, how come nobody ever talks about how Brad Pitt looks like a cat?
Because I never thought of him looking like
I'm kind of like picturing it now, like he's looking like a leopard or a cheetah or something like that. But another movie that's an all-time favorite for me with him in it is 12 Monkeys. And that's another one that's mostly filmed in Philadelphia.
Yep.
It's Baltimore and Philadelphia.
Monkeys. I still think 12 Monkeys is Brad Pitt's best performance.
Dude, I don't know how they made his eye like that. He had like the lazy eye.
He
going
does
on
that. He did
He
that.
really does.
Yes.
Dude, I don't know how people do that shit with one eye. I'm gonna make the one eye just go in here.
He did something with his tooth too. He like had a capped tooth or some shit too. I mean, yeah, he went full fucking mental, And yeah, he's fantastic. Him and Bruce Willis. I think both of them. It's the best work they've ever done.
Yeah, I love that movie, man.
Yeah,
that is really an all-time favorite for me. But Kenny, have you ever seen 12 Monkeys?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen 12? All right, that's good.
Yeah, I have a story about that too. If you want to hear it.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Jim knows this one.
Tell us, Bob.
I've told it before. My mom worked for a law firm in Philadelphia, and one day because she had to go to she worked at the courts too. She had to get from the courts to like the law firm and all that stuff. So one day she walks in. There's a guy standing there with like a trench coat, and he looked like he needed a bath. My mom's like looking at him and stuff, and mom's like, "Can I help you, sir?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm here to see Alan." That was my mom's boss. And she goes, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah. Tell him Brad's here to see him." He had just walked off of the set, working overnight at 12 Monkeys, and was like all like ragged, like the homeless look and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And my mom walks into Alan and goes, "There's a guy out here. He looks like he's homeless." Like, my mom never like judged people or anything, but it was like he was like really like ratty. And oh yeah, show him in. And my mom's like looking at him and goes, "You can come in and see Alan like that, And he goes, "You really don't know who I am, do you?" And my mom's like, "Yes, you need a bath and a shower very badly." And he just started like hysterically laughing. And my mom goes out and and my mom's talking to her partner, Connie, that like they had like a big, huge fucking desk like in the middle because they worked for partners at a law firm. Connie goes, "Did you see that character that just came in here?" And Connie goes, "Margie, do you know who that is?" And Mom goes, "Yeah, he needs a bath. That's what the hell he needs. He stinks." And Mom goes, and Connie goes, "Margie, that's Brad Pitt." She goes, "I don't give a shit who the hell he is." So he comes out, and all the girls are like, all like the temps and stuff are like looking around, seeing where he's at, and like my mom's like the most popular person, so he left her an 8x10 picture of him, like all cleaned up, and it said, "To Margie, my favorite person," and she went, and he goes, "I will get a bath." on it, right? So I always called my mom up in the morning and like in the afternoon. She goes, "Kenny, do you know this Brad Pitt guy?" And I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "Yeah, he's making a movie." I'm like, "Yeah, 12 Monkeys in like Center City." And she's like, "Yeah." She goes, "He was just in the office." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And she goes, "No, but oh my God, Kenny, he needed a bath. He stunk terribly." And I was like, "Did you meet him?" She goes, "Oh yeah, I talked to him for a little bit. I didn't think anything of him. He wasn't nothing special."
Wow.
And
I mean, no, go ahead.
No, I just my mom never like, she knew like I played basketball, I played sports and stuff like that, and she knew I was a big Charles Barkley fan. And my mom didn't like him because he spit on a fan.
But I remember that.
Okay. So my mom would call him Pig Barkley all the time. So I said I was like, "Hey mom, how was your day?" She goes, "Your boy was in here." And I went,
Your boy was
"You're my boy?" And yeah, Pig Barkley was in here. I'm like, "Oh my God, did you get an autograph or anything?" No.
No.
And I'm like, "Are you serious? You met?" He's disgusting. He spit on people.
I fucking love Charles Barkley, man.
I love Charles. I mean, when I played basketball, 34 was my number. She knew, that I was like a big fan and stuff like that. Yeah, she met a couple like big celebrities in there. The guy that she liked a lot was the guy from Law and Order. And I said, and I'm running down like all these people, right? And she goes, "Yeah, he played Lincoln." And I'm like, "Sam Waterston?" And she goes, "I don't know if that's his name. Tall boy. And I went, "Mom, the dude's like 70 years old. He's not a boy." And she goes, "Tall man." Like that. And I said to him, "Was he nice?" And he goes, "Oh my God, he smelled very nice. Very handsome man." Nice. Like he came in a suit and tie. My mom was like very, and I said, "Did you talk to him for a little bit?" And she goes, "Yeah, he was talking about his grandkids and, about like visiting Philadelphia. And he asked me where I should eat and stuff. And we're from South Jersey. So it's like, like mom goes, "Well, I guess there's a Fridays around here or something like that. You could eat at. Or if you want to get a cheesesteak."
And send the celebrities to Applebee's.
And he just started laughing, came over and shook her hand, and he goes, "It was very nice to meet you and talk to you, and you too," like that. And my mom came on home, and then she noticed a couple years later, we're watching, and I said, "Remember that guy that you really thought was really hot stuff in there?" And I showed him a movie. She goes, "Oh my God, that movie, yeah." And then he was on. Did you ever see Grace and Frankie?
No.
With Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda, he played a gay guy in that. I said, "There's your dreamboat," with him and Martin Sheen, a married couple, in the movie. And she goes, Kenny, he smelled good and he was handsome." So they're my famous.
It's all about how you smell.
My mom was very.
Sometimes...
My mom was very big on hygiene, personal hygiene.
I think it is one of the things that you can really notice about someone at first. Sometimes people look at people's shoes, look at people's feet. That's one thing that you notice about people right away. It's there's certain attributes and features about people. Certain things stand out over other things with certain people.
Well, my mom didn't care what you did, what she always, like, even if we were sick as a dog, she goes, "Boys, greet the day with a shower.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Greet the day with a shower."
I can't have a day without taking a shower first thing in
No,
the
well,
morning.
there is some scumbags that
If
do
nothing
that.
else, just to wake up. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, I gotta do it.
Yeah, it didn't matter. I mean, when I was laid up with my Achilles tendon, she'd bring like the bath water in because I couldn't put any pressure on my leg for like 6 months. So she'd have the basin already before she went to work, and she'd have a note: "Greet the day with a shower." And I tell that to my nieces too, like Aunt Marge would say, "Greet the day with a shower," and she would just do the swipe to the bathroom.
Sorry, they just showed Morgan Freeman throwing the knife at the
Yeah.
dartboard. I tried that shit once when I was a kid, and all I did was slice my fucking 2 fingers.
Oh my god!
Because the blade,
I thought you were gonna.
the edge of the blade just happened to rub right across my fingers as it was leaving my hand, and oh yeah, last time I did that shit.
I thought you were gonna say something like I threw it and it hit the wall and it went through it. It went through the wall or something.
It bounced off and killed my brother. Oh no, I cut my brother in half. You ever see Walk Hard?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
I sliced my brother in half.
Oh no. Yeah. God, I love John C. Reilly.
Wrong kid died. I fucking love that movie. Kenny, I'm telling you, dude, you've got to see that movie. That one you will love.
Yeah, still
you love those music biopics, and again, it's so fucking funny.
But isn't this where the killer turns himself in, right? Yeah.
Yep, there's where Kaiser Sose shows up.
Yeah.
And the reveal on this was so good. Because
dude,
nobody
covered
knew
in blood.
Nobody knew he was in this.
That's same for me too. Same for me.
No, I mean nobody. He wasn't in any of the promotional material. He's not in the opening credits. He is in the ending credits. But nobody mentioned Kevin Spacey, and none of the critics did either.
I wouldn't be surprised in between takes they probably had him not even talking to people either, like even cast and crew.
Well, he was probably only on set for like this 2 days or whatever, you know?
Yeah, a short time. But, oh, man, whenever I see his fingers bandaged up because he cut his fingerprints off, I'm always like, oh, it's going to hurt.
You know, people can say whatever they want about Kevin Spacey as a person. He's a fucking phenomenal actor.
Yes.
You know? And there was a time in the 90s or whatever where he could do no wrong. It was like every fucking movie he was in was either a critical hit or a financial hit. Or both, you know?
Was that Usual Suspects, American Beauty?
This one, Outbreak. I mean,
yes, Outbreak, right?
You know, he was in so many great movies. You know,
see, for me personally,
I thought he was fucking phenomenal in Baby Driver.
Yeah, it's funny. I actually first time I watched that was with my mom. She like recommended it. I watched that with her, like a streaming service or something on her TV. But I mean, for me personally, when it comes to actors and their everyday bullshit that goes on, this is another reason why I don't worship actors. This is another reason why I don't go to conventions and I get autographs. I don't know these fucking people.
Yep.
I appreciate what they do on the screen for me. That's it. That's the extent of that. Whatever goes on with them in their real lives, if they're molesting kids, whatever the fuck it is, I separate that from the movies. Because if I can't separate that from the movies, I can't enjoy the movie.
Yep. Yeah, I always separate the artist from the art. People always been, I don't watch Polanski movies, you know? Fuck you. You know? I mean, seriously. Or Woody Allen. Yeah. I don't watch Woody Allen movies. Not because he molested his daughter, supposedly. It's because I don't like Woody Allen movies. You know what I mean? It's got nothing to do with his personal life. And the same thing with Bryan Singer, okay? I said earlier, Bryan Singer is a piece of shit, okay? But his fucking X-Men movies, for the most part, are great. Days of Future Past is like a phenomenal movie. You know, I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hang out with the guy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's sometimes, like a movie gets brought up and then someone wants to bring up the bullshit crime that they did with it. That's okay, but like, wow.
I
It
could still
sucks if
watch
that gets in the
Capricorn
way
1
for
even though
people.
OJ's in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Fucking OJ.
The Naked Gun movie, the new Naked Gun movie, tried to make an OJ joke about it. They even showed it in the trailer, where Liam Neeson's sitting there praying to a picture of Leslie Nielsen, and then his partner's praying to his dad, and it's George Kennedy. And they show all the cops praying to their dads, and they show the black guy, and it's a picture of OJ, and he's like, nah. It just walks away, and it's like, yeah, that's real fucking funny. Did you see that piece of shit?
No, I saw the trailer and I was like, this looks stupid. And then I'm starting to hear, it wasn't that bad, blah, blah, blah. I just still don't
Painful.
care.
It's fucking painful. My buddy Ollie thinks it was like the funniest movie he's seen in years. And again, I'm glad, but oh my God, that movie's painful. That dude's
And
been
we
in
have,
everything. That guy used to be on The West Wing.
Richard Schiff.
Yeah, thank you.
and we have Johnny's here from the Wild Guys. What's up
What's up,
there,
Johnny?
Johnny? I don't know if
Wow.
you're
Low and
still
to the
here or
right,
not.
Johnny. Low and to the right. And no, I am
Non-frozen.
not freezing.
Yeah, non-frozen.
Johnny's great.
He's saying hello to everybody, But yeah, thanks for stopping by here, Johnny. Trying to get a little caught up with the chat. But now that they got the killer in custody and everything, so Mills and Somerset going to try to get wired up here before they take him out, set up the final act here.
So you're a real man just would have put the duct tape on to a 40-year-old virgin.
Duct tape. One time, I remember an ex-girlfriend. I let her try to like wax my chest, man. I wanted to fucking punch her in the face, man. Never again, man. Talk
See,
me
I'm
in like, no, I'll wax it for you. It won't be that bad. That first rip, I was like, that's enough. We're leaving that alone now.
I'm not a hairy guy, and not just because of my head. Okay, I mean, my arms, my leg, my chest. I'm not a hairy guy, so it's never really been an issue.
I'm fairly hairy.
I don't have the hairy shoulders and shit. I mean, I've seen some dudes, wearing like a wife beater, and then you see like Brillo pads of hair sticking out everywhere. And it's like, oh my God. Dan Hedaya.
It's like,
do you know
that
who
one
Dan
guy
Hedaya
in
is? Dan Hedaya, who's a character actor. He's been in a million fucking movies. But Usual Suspects. We were just talking about Usual Suspects, okay? He was the captain who was talking to Chaz Palminteri in his office, but he's in Alien Resurrection, and at one point he comes out.
Yes, that's who I thought you were talking about, dude. That guy is a beast. That guy's a hairy beast.
It's like,
dude, like every time I watch Alien Resurrection and I get to that point, I'm always like, yo, you can see like his wife beater and his hair's like this high off the shoulder. It's like this fucking high. It's like, yo, what the fuck?
It's fucking Bigfoot's uncle, man.
Well, he's a great actor though. But it's so
fantastic.
funny that you mentioned him. I just fucking watched him and the new release that came out from Kino. He's in Night of the Juggler.
Yeah, I haven't seen that since the HBO days when I was a kid, man. But I remember I really liked it back in the day.
Yeah, but dude, I've been wanting to see this for years, and I haven't been able to see it until Kino finally released this. Dude, this movie is fucking great, dude.
Yeah, I'm
really
gonna be picking that one up. I'm gonna be picking that one up soon because again, I remember seeing that one on HBO when I was a kid, like 14 years old or so.
I think it was a Paramount movie originally, but apparently Paramount just did not handle this movie right. It was like it got released in drive-ins and then went to HBO and then it disappeared. That was it.
Yeah, it was one of those movies. James Brolin's in another movie that came out around the same time that's like that. that's even better, even though it's a totally different movie, but it's called High Risk. Okay. And that one's got Cleavon Little and a couple of other people, but it's about these guys that go down to South America to rip off like a drug dealer to get the money and come back. Okay. And it's kind of been remade since it's like an action movie, but this movie was like an action comedy and it was fucking hilarious. The gist was they hired these guys to drive them down there, and the name of their company was Adios Airlines. It's like, I don't want to get on an airplane. That it's Adios Airlines, you know. The guy's like, so what's your record? Oh, we get you there about half the time. He's like, what do you mean half the time? Don't worry, we got parachutes on. He's seen the guys are just looking at each other like, what the fuck? Try to find that movie. It's awesome.
Is it available? Like,
I don't know. Anthony
release?
Quinn's in that movie too. I gotta look for that one. There you go, Kenny. Ask your buddy about that one. See if he can find that.
What is it called?
High Risk.
High Risk.
And it's probably from like 1980, 1981, somewhere around there. It's got James Brolin and Cleavon Little in it.
James Brolin wasn't even in a lot of movies either.
Well, he was a decent sized star back in the day, you know.
Yeah.
Because Amityville Horror, you know, that came out around the same time too.
It's on Tubi.
Really? That's fucking awesome. Okay, cool. I'm gonna watch that soon because
James Brolin, Anthony Quinn, Lindsay Wagner, James Colburn, Ernest Borgnine,
that's
Bruce
the one.
Davison. Yep, it's on
That's the one.
It's on Fossum, Roku channel, Tubi, and streaming on Amazon.
But as far as I know, it's never gotten a physical release. And again, it's
apparently,
one of those tiny little movies from the 80s.
Apparently, it did have a DVD.
Did it?
Yeah. Released by a company called CWO Productions in 2004. This is it right here. But this is all the only release it's ever had. Hold on, I'm gonna let that adjust.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it now.
But yeah, that's the only release it's ever had. I'm sure oh wow, it's only like $8.
Shit, man. I might just buy it. Because yeah, I'm telling you, man, that movie was a lot of fun. I just remember at one point they got poor Cleavon Little dressed up in drag, and he's just running around in a dress bitching the whole time, and it's funny as hell.
It's definitely got my interest. So I might do the look movie method, see if it's on there.
Yeah, I didn't even think to look to see if it's on there.
Yeah, I'm on Tubi. I cannot find it on here.
I mean, Tubi is like, I put it this way: any free source is good to be watching movies. The only reason why I try to avoid Tubi is the ads.
Yeah,
that's the only reason why.
Yeah, but you know, if you have to go to the bathroom, you know, or something like that,
or yeah, if you want to,
I don't mind it because you know what, Tubi saved me a lot of money.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly.
You know,
right.
so it's like because you hear like these people hyping these YouTubers hyping these movies up, and you watch it, and you're like 5 minutes in, it's like, what the fuck are they watching?
Well, that's why I'm so, you know, I mean, I'm happy that I met Sean for a lot of reasons, but one of the main reasons why I'm happy I met Sean was I never heard of Look movie before your channel, because that's what you usually do your streams on. And I've seen 30 fucking movies that came out this year and only gone to the theater twice. Every one of them I've watched on Look. So
yeah, that can manage to, you know, help you save money. Like you even said before, we both agreed on that it's a good source to watch something to help you figure out as a collector if you want to own it.
Yeah, I mean, I watched that Naked Gun movie on there, and I'm glad I watched it on there and didn't pay for it. Let's put it that way. But then I also saw something on there like Dangerous Animals, which I never would have probably seen at all. You know, and that movie's awesome. That movie's a lot of fun.
Man, if you saw him while you were eating, you wouldn't be able to finish your meal.
Yeah, you go, Kevin.
Lawyer, you both must be secretly thinking.
But like, I almost feel like I can like relate to some of the things that Kevin Spacey.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, some of what he's saying is just he's demented on it, on his point of view. You know.
I mean, like when he's talking about being on the subway and he throws up on that one guy, I feel like I'm right there with you because whenever I'm in Philadelphia and I got to take the subway, the smell makes me want to vomit. The people that I'm looking at make me want to fucking vomit. It's, oh my God. And like
Yeah,
he
but
says that, I'm just like, whenever I'm on the fucking L, I feel like throwing up on people. They're
but
so fucking gross.
it's the line after that though, and I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, right. We just started laughing at the
I used to have the DVD.
Here's a good line right here. Here's a good line. We see a deadly sin in the streets every day, and we tolerate it because it's common.
Yep.
It's trivial.
Yep.
We tolerate it morning, noon, and night.
I used
Oh,
to
go
have
ahead.
I used to have the DVD of the special edition New Line one, and it had a
Yeah.
book with all of the fucking diaries. Like
Really?
you could go on a certain thing, on the DVD, click on it, and you could read the actual diaries and shit. And I
Fuck, I
started
would
to
like
read
to
some
have
of
that.
it, and it was just like some of the craziest shit you've ever read, man. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm done. I can't read all this shit, but yeah.
See, nowadays they don't give you that shit. And with this Digipack, which I think is just so stupid and pointless. Another thing with this Digipack, this 4K Digipack, I'm telling you right now, it's one of those slide things where you got to slide the disc in.
I fucking hate that.
Don't put the disc in there. It's not coming out ever again. You put it in there. Dude, you don't know what I had to go through to get the disc out. I thought I was scratching it trying to get it out.
Yeah.
Now there is some
hate
nice
that.
screenshots. There is some nice screenshots of the movie. But like, can I just get a regular release with a slip cover so I can put it on the shelf?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man.
But it doesn't have any of that stuff from the diary in it. But you get the shot there of Brad Pitt when he's yelling in the hallway at the fucking press or whatever.
Yeah, no, it was a really nice release back in the day. I kind of wish I still had it. Because believe it or not, okay, I've got this on Blu-ray. It's part of a 3-pack. Okay?
I know what you're talking about.
It's got 3 separate discs, okay, which is cool. At least I didn't put them all on one. But there's no rhyme or reason to these 3 fucking movies, okay? It's Seven, The Devil's Advocate, and Insomnia.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Now, Insomnia and The Devil's Advocate, I can kind of see together because they both got Pacino in it, okay?
Right.
But all 3 of them are wildly different. So it's like, no rhyme or reason.
I think, they're all Warner Brothers movies.
Well, yeah, they're all.
Yeah, they're all Warner Brothers
Bingo.
movies.
But what I'm saying is it's just a weird combination of the 3, I mean, I've got another one like that where this one's really weird. It's Terminator 2, Red Heat, which again, you got 2 Schwarzenegger movies, so okay. And Punisher Warzone.
I know I have one. I have a couple of them. It has like American History X, A History of Violence.
Yeah, I got that one.
Something else.
I got it.
And I also have the one with JFK in it. The one that the Kevin Costner JFK movie. It's maybe Natural Born Killers, JFK.
Well, that makes sense because those are both Oliver Stone movies. So
yeah, but like I can't remember the third one in that.
Yeah, I mean, like I've got the Jordan Peele collection, and I've got a Stanley Kubrick 3 film set. I mean, the director's thing, that's one thing, but like I said, 3 movies. Sometimes I got these 3 movie sets that there's no rhyme or reason to how they, other than film company, And again, I can understand why a couple of them would be together. Like I said, Pacino's in Insomnia and Devil's Advocate, but 7.
Yeah. It kind of makes you question all that, but Jen was saying she had a question for Russell, for Russell in the chat. You mentioned the movie Devil Times 5. I love that movie. It's a creepy nun kid, a kid too. I wasn't sure. I just know, Devil Times 5. It's like 5 evil little kids. They get into like a car accident or something, and they like start roaming around and start doing fucked up shit. What's that one actor? Leif Dan. That's his name, right? That's his name. I know that's like an early role for him.
Yeah,
I have that on Blu-ray. I haven't seen that in a long time, but that is probably one of the more memorable Killer Kid movies.
It's one of the better Killer Kid movies. It's a hell of a lot better than The Children.
What? I love the children. That movie's fucking nuts, dude. I love that. Fucking kids are hugging their parents to death and they're melting. I love that shit, dude. Me and Jen actually watched that not too long ago, man. We
Me
had a
and my
good time
brother
watching that.
John saw that at the drive-in. I was like 13. He was like 16. And both of us were just laughing for an hour and a half going, what the fuck are we watching, man?
I mean, it is a trauma movie. So,
so
you know,
bad.
trauma movies are supposed to be out there and
That
stupid,
movie
you know?
is so fucking bad.
I loved it, man. I love that movie.
Well,
Shit,
me and
man. I
you
love
have
watching
had
that
these
movie.
discussions before, okay, where it's like you have a certain affinity for bad movies and I just don't. Like Chud. You know, you love Chud. And I'm like, no, the cast is great in Chud. That's about it. You know?
I
My
think the
fucking
effects in
birthday
it are
movie.
very impressive for Judd. I think the fucking humanoids look great in that movie.
That's my birthday movie for 17. I'll never forget that shit.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. I
Fucking
did like a
Chud.
40th anniversary. I did a 40th anniversary stream
Yeah.
for Chud. I remember you were like, it's my birthday. I was
Yeah,
like,
last summer
okay.
you were like, hey man, when's your birthday? And I'm like, August 31st. Oh yeah, we're doing Chud. And I'm like, fuck.
I remember that now. Oh, the van's coming up. Package
What's in the box?
delivery.
What's in the box?
Incoming mail.
What's in the box? My dick. That's what she said. Sorry.
But when we get to the final moment here, I'm going to give my opinion on what I would have done if I was Mills. When we get to that moment, I'm going to give my opinion on what I would have done if I was him.
You know, and I've gotten into heated arguments with people about this too, okay? When Brad Pitt goes into his little meltdown right before he finally pulls the trigger, okay? There's like a 10-second sequence where you're watching his face where he's like, you know, and stuff. I've heard people say that it's like the most overacting bullshit they've ever seen. And I'm like, I think that's one of his best moments in this movie as far as acting goes. I think it's very believable.
Yeah. I mean, like you could, it seems like he's struggling so much to hold back the emotion and stay focused on the fact that, no, I have to fucking kill this motherfucker.
Yeah,
He's about to lose his damn mind at the same time.
Where it's hitting him, you know, my wife's dead, she was pregnant, you know, I mean, everything. And it's just, like I said, to me, it's one of his best moments in this movie.
Can I ask you guys another question about this movie?
What's that?
Yeah.
We know what's in it, but I thought it was the baby.
Oh, really? Like he cut it out of her?
He cut it out of her.
Yeah, but I don't think that would have worked out because basically she was talking
throughout
about
the whole. He's always talking about, I can't wait to be a father. You know, they're like always talking about that.
But she was talking about possibly getting an abortion, so chances are he wouldn't have had mumuch to cut out. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I always thought that.
Yeah.
Was in there because they were like, because one time I brought that up and people were like, no, it was definitely the head. And I'm like, well, what if it was?
I thought it was going to be her heart, actually. You know, I figured it was going to be Gwyneth Paltrow, but I didn't think it was going to be her head. I thought it was going to, like, he cut her heart out.
I thought it was going to be a box of dildos.
What's in the box? The
dick. That's only at WNBA games they throw them.
Borat, what's in the box? My penis.
Jim's Movie Channel and Kenny's Movie Palace have the upper hand.
That's right. Those sick fucks. Him and that fucking switchblade.
Yeah, I wish they were still easy to get, man. Switchblades like that, you gotta like order them online and get them specialized and shit. It's blood. Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. John Doe's got the upper hand.
And I think that I was digging this movie from the get-go the first time I saw it. But this is definitely what made it an all-time classic for me is the ending of this movie. It's just so fucking dark and nihilistic. I love it.
Yeah.
And again,
And
that
I
goes
even
back
think,
to the movies that I saw when I was young. You know, like The Omen and Don't Look Now, and shit like that. Because all those, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's like all those fucking movies from the 70s all had dark endings.
What?
I mean, like, obviously in 91 you had Silence of the Lambs. That was such an impactful movie. And then Seven comes along and kind of raises the bar.
Yep. Hold my beer.
Yeah,
Seriously,
exactly.
that's the way I look at it, Because
No,
Copycat
I
came out
agree.
the same year as this. And I
Yeah.
like Copycat quite a bit too. I don't put
I think it's
Copycat
good.
on the level as these other two movies, but it's really good.
That's a good crime thriller. So it does something different too.
Fucking Harry Connick Jr. is creepy as hell in that movie.
It's very underrated.
Right. Can you send me a pair of your panties? I
What's in
saw you with the
the box?
box.
What's in
I
the
saw you
fucking
with the
box?
box. What's the box? You got the pizza in the box. Why don't you just go look yourself?
Yeah, give me your gun and go look.
I would be like, get the fuck out of the way, Somerset. I want to go look in the box.
Yeah, like I said, this
I
shit
mean,
is just so fucking good. Even with the music, I mean, everything is just so good.
I can't blame Brad Pitt, like this
No.
is literally it's hitting you
No.
where you live. This is fucking what your livelihood here. I
Yep.
don't blame him for acting the way he does here, but I would have done things a little bit differently.
Yeah. What should have happened was Morgan Freeman should have gotten on Kevin Spacey, basically, and just immediately called those other fucking people in,
Yeah. Oh, that's so fucked up. He goes, oh,
Yeah.
he didn't know. He doesn't even know about his wife being
Nope.
pregnant.
But this right here, it's all in his face. And I mean, people make fun of this, and I think this is awesome. I really think this is really good acting right here.
Dude, I agree with you. I don't see nothing half-assed or joking about that. That's good acting right there, dude.
That's real emotion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I've heard people say, "Oh yeah, it's just over the top and this and that and the other," and it's like, no. If anything, I think it's subtle. Right here. I mean, it is. It's just, and he knows it. I mean, that fucking little smile on Kevin Spacey's face too. It's so good.
He unloads that whole clip on him.
Hell
What I
yeah,
would have done,
I
I would have
too.
took that gun, dude. I would have took that gun. I would have shot him in his dick. I would have fucking just went all up and down his legs and his arms. I would have made sure he survived so he could fucking feel that forever.
No, I would have unloaded the whole clip in his face, just like Woody did.
I would just make sure that he's gonna feel it
because in
forever.
that moment
you're outer body, so you don't really know what you're doing at that moment.
Yep.
You're
just seeing white, and just I mean, it's a gut punch. It's so good.
What do you guys think he got sentenced for doing that? I think he
I don't
probably
think
got out in like
I don't
10
think he
years.
got anything.
I think he probably did at least 10 years for that.
Nope. I think that they would probably get it off with emotional distress. Temporary insanity at best.
I mean, yeah, if he has,
I mean,
the commissioner and everyone backing him up, maybe.
The circumstances involved, yeah, he wouldn't be a cop anymore for sure, and he might get some, like third degree.
He probably got his full pension and just left the police force.
But like I said, I wouldn't see him going to jail for that. Nowadays he would. Back in the 90s, no.
The world is a fine place and worth fighting for. I agree with the first part.
Yeah.
Or the second part.
I agree with the latter part. Yeah.
All right, so that is the end.
Such a great movie.
So that is Seven at 30 years old today.
Yeah, but that's the first time they show Kevin Spacey's name. Is right there.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And
But all
again,
right, guys. I
that was
guess
fun.
I know you guys gotta get going.
No,
Or
I
Jim,
still
I
got
know
a
you
couple
gotta.
of more minutes. So I'm fine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right. We can hang out here for Just let me know when you got to get off, really, and we'll cut it off at that point. But yeah, we have 4 people left in the chat right now and everything. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want to share that's coming up on your channels or anything, you're more than welcome to do that. But other than that, I just appreciate you guys joining me for this stream.
no, I appreciate the invite, man, and I'm sorry we couldn't do it sooner. It's
No,
just
it's all good,
me.
man.
Me quitting smoking really kind of affected everything. Because
Dude, I don't even
that
know
used
how
to be
you
my
did that,
escape.
man.
I would just sit out
I,
in the garage all night and smoke.
dude, the only way I know that I could truly cut, or at least even cut back on cigarettes, I got to do it with like nicotine patches. That's the only way I can really do it. And I've done it before, but it's hard to stick with it.
Yeah. This last time it was the Chantix, and finally it was like Chantix and willpower. I was like, fuck it. And I'll be honest, okay? It's been 5 months now. I still want a fucking cigarette just about every day, but it's a psychological thing, and I recognize it as such. I'm not physically addicted to nicotine anymore. So the THC
Wow.
thing I'm struggling with, but that's mainly because of financial reasons. I got to find a job. I'm currently unemployed, and unfortunately in Wisconsin it's still considered illegal, so they drug test, even though in Illinois it's legal. So get this, in Wisconsin they just passed a law where nicotine vapes are illegal, but you can go to any gas station in Wisconsin and buy the synthetic weed, the THCA shit.
Yeah, that K2 bullshit.
Yes. And to me, that is more unhealthy than the real thing. But
dude, that shit's terrible, man. And
yeah,
that's another thing that makes me sick on the L train. It always smells like K2, and it makes me want to throw the fuck up. And all I know is like I remember years ago, my brother was still alive. He got out of prison. He goes, "You ever try the synthetic weed?" I'm like, "No, why would I try that? Regular weed." He goes, "Just try it." I took one puff off of it, dude. I was so paranoid.
Yeah.
I took one puff off. I was paranoid out of my mind, dude. I was like,
Yep.
just don't give me that ever again.
Yeah. It's like the first time somebody gave me salvia. Didn't tell me what it was. Put it in a big ass bong hit. Okay. And then as I'm blowing this shit out, the 2 guys that gave it to me are sitting literally doing this right in front of my face, which immediately kind of freaked me out. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? Do you put crack in this thing or what? And let's just say that first experience was not good. It was not good at all. But that shit's overrated anyways.
I've always heard
Kenny's like, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've always heard the stories
Kenny.
with salvia, but I've never actually had it. But the fucking K2 that's enough to make you fucking paranoid. I know that.
Dude, the first time I smoked that salvia, like I said, man, those 2 assholes were like, doing this shit. But I looked at behind me and I had my blinds, okay? Kind of like normal blinds. And the first thing that shit does is it takes away your ability to speak. So all I kept on saying was, dude, no, no, over and over. And there's like 6 dudes looking at me laughing, going, what the fuck are you trying to say? I'm looking at the blinds, okay? The little folds of the blinds. Dude, it was almost like tripping. For whatever reason in that moment, I thought reality was all bullshit and it was folding in like those blinds, and I could see it for the first time clearly. And that's what I was trying to tell them. Dude, no. It wasn't good. I had better experiences.
I didn't have a good time.
I had better experiences, the worst trip I ever had than on that shit,
The only thing I felt grateful for when I took that one hit, it was done and over with in like 10 minutes. But I was like, oh my God, dude, I feel like I'm going to fucking die. Like, I felt like I was going to jump out of my fucking skin, dude.
Yeah. That's the other thing about that salvia shit. It would be really intense for like a minute or 2, and then it's gone. But I got to admit, that first minute or 2, I was freaking. I was like, what the fuck did you assholes give me,
All right, we're gonna go ahead and end this one now. But I
Yeah.
see Sarah Presswood is just showed up here in the chat. Thank you for stopping
Hi,
by,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Hope everything's
Bye,
good with you,
Sarah.
Sarah. But no, Sean, this was great, buddy. I really appreciate the invite, man. And,
Yeah, dude.
and we will. I know you were talking about, you might not be doing these anymore, but if you do, like I said, I want to do that Boys on Company C one of these days because again, it's so much fun. It's such a great movie. I'd love, I want you to actually just see the damn movie and tell me what you think because I know how much you like Full Metal Jacket. And
Well, I mean, we're definitely going to get that stream done. I'm going to watch the movie on my own even before we do the stream and everything, so I can be somewhat familiar with it. But yeah, we will definitely get that done though.
And the other one that is also on look, because I checked it out, is The Soldier, which is that batshit crazy movie I was telling you guys about with Ken Wall. And I posted the very opening scene on my channel months ago where there's a woman with a baby carriage and a car just runs into it, takes it out, and it turns out that it was a terrorist with like a gun. And about the time that these people pull guns, man, they just get mowed down by this assassination squad. It's like the first 2 minutes of this movie. It's great. It's so great.
Mm-hmm.
So look into that one as well.
All right, sounds good. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and end this one now. But yeah,
Awesome.
I'll keep you all updated on when the next stream is. This Saturday, we'll be doing a top 5 countdown on Jen's channel. I'll keep you all updated on when we get around to that.
Nice.
But yeah, I want to thank you all very much for joining us here tonight for the 30th anniversary for Seven. So take care, be safe, and we'll see you all in the next one, everyone.
Bye, everyone.